Make una
go university together.
Where everybody dey, make una come here.
You see, CMC in all his madness that day.
Make una come here that the freeze.
Listen, just no fight this matter.
Yeah. Just apologize. May they go, may they go. The guy was saying it, may they go, you know. The guy was trying to help her. But she was like,
yeah, trying to help her.
Me and you will get problem. I was like, okay. Well, what can I say? Will I say I'm surprised, really? Am I surprised? People are just, people are who they are, you know. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. That's what I'll say. That's my submission. When people show you who they are, believe them.
That the freeze no see talk.
Because going to do a new test is like campaign after election, medicine after death.
He's still defending what is not defendable.
So what does that do for us? But Nigerians will forget, and move
really?
We'll move on to the next story.
You see, they don't even rate us.
But the money she has collected,
they move on from it. They always move.
The money she has collected, we should return it, even if it's 12 million.
So you are hearing people. Nigeria will forget and move on.
We should return every dime.
And we want a good government.
No, don't go now. She has said it now. She said she posted her account. She didn't force anybody.
And we want a good government.
If somebody is serious about
hey, Rosie, good evening.
They'll get it.
You see?
They have to just be patient.
Can you hear?
That's all.
The lady speaking is meant to be a lawyer.
I want to really sue her. So many people can sue her. The family.
The lady speaking is meant to be a lawyer.
Exactly.
The association, the medical association.
Can you hear the way they talk?
She can get like 10 lawsuits out of this thing.
Oh yeah, it's too easy.
What's
even
a
the
country?
man that she was claiming she has never spoken to, the man said, I have our chats. She was like, I've never heard from you before. The man said, yes, we have not met one-on-one, but we have been talking. Wow. So people have mind, Sha. They have mind. They have mind, though. And I just don't like it when people, someone like you, you know, you see someone's results and you giving them all the benefit of the doubt. You know, you didn't second guess them. You believe them because they showed you proof.
What
now,
proof?
There's obviously holes in everything she has said, and even the documentation.
What proof did she show?
So where do we go from here? You know, it just makes us feel like, why are we defending this kind of person?
Because you guys are rogues. That's why you are defending her.
The saddest thing is, in this life, when you have people that have stuck out their necks for you, be careful so as not to drag those people into something that will bring, how do I put it?
Your name to disrepute.
Daddy Freeze knew she was lying from day one.
But I don't like how the way, you know, but the fact
so
that
once you look like you're in on it and you have something to pay
the fact that they use your platform, that's what's paining me. You gave her the platform.
Pay for it.
Yeah. And she showed you a result. And
showed me a result.
No, what did I tell you? I said this girl should have just been honest with you.
You know what? Daddy Freeze is not even clever. That report, just reading that report, you can tell.
To us carefully. But she was still lying to you. Like,
because Daddy Freeze himself is also a fraudster.
That girl was lying. I don't care what anybody says.
If she wanted money, if you raise money for people a lot in Free Nation,
she would have raised
money for her.
Let me see you were lying. Sue me.
I love Simply Vic. If I don't love him,
we are just trying to, because we are trying to be nice.
Yeah, I want you to be as blunt as this, your friend. You know the truth. But
the fact that this medical association just came out to say they did not give her anything, she's lying. We knew it, but now we've got the proof.
Yeah. Hold on. The only thing that I will still say is, let us allow her to do tests.
Show her the yeah.
Are certain.
Shey una dey hear the accomplice. Let us allow her to do test of cancer wey she no get.
Alleged forgery in front of us. That is a case.
Hello, Diaspora Diva. How are you, sis?
She,
Daddy Freeze is still dancing around. Even when he knows that what she was saying, he knows she's lying from day one.
The human mind works. If she now comes now and, God forbid, she has cancer, truthfully,
yes.
Do you think people really care? Really?
She thief cancer.
Daddy Freeze.
Do you think people will still? Nigerians are nice, Sha. They will still rally around her.
Can you imagine?
Nigerians are too nice because they will still care because nobody wants her to have cancer.
Medical documents, and or not reach this forgery if she did not go and admit it on Arise.
But what she was carrying was forged.
The doctor was checking it now on Arise. Was looking at the. She was like, the doctor that signed this thing said he did not sign anything. They didn't issue you date. So where do we go from there? So
he's now blaming everything on Arise because she went to Arise. Even the way Blessing was acting from day one, you knew she was lying. Daddy Freeze.
We're about to round off. Battery is about to die. Go ahead.
Hey, Daddy Freeze, how are you?
Very well, thank you, my darling.
Thanks for the invite. Oh my God, I love this guy's submission.
Okay.
Daddy Freeze,
I no go stress myself.
For a while. And I was there on Wednesday.
We get videos. Me she like when she delete.
I'd seen a previous interview. I'm a health profession, but it's all totally fraud. I'm sorry. And it's a shame she dragged you on it. And I did see you're trying to be kind to her.
Diplomatic. A good friend. You know?
You're being a good friend.
I'm just trying to be a professional journalist.
Professional journalist.
No, you're being professional and also good because you say she's done something for you previously. I was on that line.
Shey una dey hear. Daddy Freeze say he's trying to be a professional journalist.
For my friend too. You know what I mean? But she wasn't smart enough.
Oh la la Lulu.
And I don't know. I thought she was a smart girl. She's stupid. I'm sorry.
She should not lie to her friends. She lied to her friends. She should not lie to Daddy Freeze.
She's stupid. Of all people, should have never lied to you. And especially when that guy cheated, whatever it was on there.
Gave her that part.
I was on there. I was driving from holiday, drive for 4 hours. Someone was driving and I was listening and I was like, she's stupid. Hang on. Listen. Don't play smart. You think you're smart, sometimes you have to play stupid. She should have said, I'm tired, Emmanuel, let me go up. She's stuck on there. I will sue you. I'll see you. We'll go to court. I'm flipping mad.
How many cancer patients
She
have
knew
that
she was lying. And then stage 4, right breast, left breast. Are you stupid? If I've got cancer, that's the least you're gonna. You should know your left from your right. She's not a child. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's messed herself. It is really, it doesn't look good enough. And I'm telling you, I've gone to a few blogs here and there, smart people, everybody who was on her side have deleted whatever they're putting on there and apologizing. And I hope, for her sake, she goes back into hibernation and doesn't come back until it's sorted.
Until what is sorted?
I might be wrong. That's what I'm advising. I don't know her.
You see,
I don't.
Things first. My job means I give everybody, especially the downtrodden. If you notice what my page
Daddy
does,
Freeze, you are nothing but a fraudster. You are nothing but a PR to fraudsters.
A voice.
You knew she was lying from day one.
I never allow people bash my guests. No matter a fraudster is a thief, whatever it is, I don't allow people to bash my guests.
Really?
You take your flowers, and that's what you did.
That's why people come to my platform. People who look at this guy. What's his name? That guy that was attacked in the UK by that journalist, Daniel Bois. That's why Arise. That's why I did not go to channels. Arise picked the interview from my page. And one thing I do, I don't know Daniel Bois from anywhere, but I saw that they were not allowing him to have a voice. And I wanted him to come and share his own unedited. Because what happens with interviews is, can you turn down the radio, whoever is there?
We have been here before, and we'll be here again. Because these strikes were.
Somebody is on radio is ringing in.
It's not me.
Okay, it's down now. So the only thing that I owed her, like I owe everybody else, is come and share your side of the story.
What side of her story?
What does that do? That gives you, especially when they are bashing you. You see, in this life, I get where they bash you.
Hey, good evening, bless.
You put in a word.
Tolu
And
Blessing.
when you are silent, it looks like you are admitting.
But Daddy Freeze, you knew she was
You
lying,
understand what I'm saying? So I gave her that opportunity to come and share her side of the story.
and you were speaking on behalf of her.
I did not start by disbelieving her. I started by believing her.
She you that hear Daddy Freeze.
She had
She ain't
a
go Daddy
genuine cancer
Freeze.
report. And she sent it to me in privilege.
And you did not read it,
It
Daddy
was not
Freeze.
until I brought her live that I found out that that report had already made circulation through another means.
Can you hear the lies that the Freeze is lying?
Can I come in 1 minute?
Yes, go ahead.
Daddy Freeze claimed to be a professional.
People were distributing it. And you kept on saying, I have seen it. And I was like, hang on a minute. The way she's coming across, this is fraudulent. But I know, yes, as someone who's known her for a long time.
Daddy Freeze that claimed to be a professional journalist. A report was given to you. You claim she gave, okay fine, she gave it to you in confidence. Is the onus not on you to actually read and verify the documentation given to you?
Whatever his name was, saying, if you don't bring that report, I'll drag you all down because you put me into this position. He said, I've been told not to bring because she said, we'll go to court. And I kept on saying, do not bring it now at that point in time, because she was playing smart. And I think this is where she comes in, playing smart every time. And if you got up her history, I'm sorry, I'm not now judging her, but it built a pattern.
Now, like I said, what is my platform for? Fairness,
Really?
truth, and giving the voiceless a voice.
Fearless truth and giving the voiceless a voice.
On Honest Bunch. He had first come on my platform. We raised 700 and something thousand for him.
Who was that? Sorry.
Soldier that was on Honest Bunch that was telling his story of how he does not have
I remember him.
See, he's flipping the story now.
So
That he was dismissed.
that normally
Hey,
will
Wena, good
have a
evening.
voice. But they come to my platform and I give
How
them
can
a
you say
voice.
that Blessing
And when I
does
give
not
you
have a
a
voice?
voice,
Blessing that is very, very vocal on social
trust
media.
you.
On social media,
You
let
understand?
me use her words.
I allow you to express yourself. That day, CMC was here and that guy was here. All Blessing needed to do was distance herself from that report.
One time, and she was given a lot of opportunities.
She can't distance herself.
A lot of
She
opportunities.
forged the report.
CMC did, and also the guy who said the in-laws.
Because you see,
Until she said, I got to court threatening, and that was inappropriate. I was like, you know what? F you messed yourself.
She had a forged medical document. That's a criminal offense.
Who is that?
Janet Fresh, you are a fool just like both your parents.
He already has the class.
Hey, Daddy Freeze, don't abuse the parents. Leave the parents alone.
No. We have a parent and she
And he's meant to be a professional. Look at the way he talks. And he's meant to be a professional journalist.
Dumb retard.
Do you know what I've noticed about Blessing CEO? I might be wrong. I just want to say one thing.
I don't want to lose my chain of.
All right, finish up. Yeah, finish up.
So when she was given the opportunity to clear the air, and at least you don't say, okay, you don't be like, say, they don't capture you inside this hole. You understand? The best thing to do was, well, she can say she still has cancer, but that particular report, she just sent it to somebody because she didn't want to release her own personal report. She could have,
What?
for me,
And Daddy Freeze is meant to be
the day
intelligent.
she fell my hand was the day she went to Arise and still, because now all those things that she was saying on my live and on that guy Wazobia guy's live can be denied.
Really?
Because Instagram cannot really be accepted in court.
Really?
Mary, Instagram evidence is difficult to bring into court.
Daddy Freeze, from
I
your
don't
mouth.
think so. It depends on the context.
Daddy Freeze, from your mouth.
Go on
For
the
instance,
public.
on my page, what she said. And what she said
Oh yes, it can be used in the court of law.
in court.
Yes.
Can.
To
Because she
Arise.
actually
Social
went on
media
it.
evidence can be used.
Yes.
It's as good as
Daddy
when
Freeze,
they
are you a
social media
learner?
is the new
Yes.
media, right?
Correct.
Look at him
Yes.
saying he's a professional.
It's a public space,
Hey,
and she's speaking her truth. And
what are you saying?
She was there
Well, like
saying,
this guy na learner.
and honest to God, you know what? What really upset me? We all mess up. We're all individuals, and we are human. But coming glouting, I didn't force you to pay money, to give me money. Come on, who does that?
For me, all that is not goof.
Really?
For me, the goof is she went on Arise and admitted that for
Even on your even on your
She
page,
had the courtesy.
she
to
was
go to
lying on your
Arise.
page.
If
You
that's
refuse to
what
allow her. You refuse to
I
allow
don't know,
professionals
she's
grill
either
her.
stupid, she's either stupid.
I have no. She's not stupid. I've come to a conclusion. She doesn't care. She thrives in controversy, whether it's bad controversy, whether it's good. She will make some money. She will get. Now we're giving her what she wants. We're talking about her.
It's
She's
not gonna
trending
be-
everywhere.
So at the end of the day,
I don't
when
think she cares. She
stand now-
doesn't care whether it's bad on her.
Or Sas, no mind Daddy
when
Freeze.
we
So
stand now,
where they yarn of pata, no mind now.
the only thing that can save her is
There's no saving.
no. There's a if she has
No,
cancer.
she has no cancer.
Even if she has cancer, she will still she held and paraded a false medical report.
But how do you know?
Listen, Daddy Freeze,
Hey.
we all have family, we have friends, direct, not direct, or someone who knows somebody. You don't come and behave that way. She's either stupid, very, very stupid, or very, very arrogant. She can choose her class.
Oh, she's
And
both.
no one is willing to speak on her behalf. Like,
You
oh,
cannot.
this is my
Daddy
sister,
Freeze,
and I
you're
know she
very
has
bold, you
cancer.
came. Her man, this IVD, I don't want to bring him in. She's been there for him. Where is he in this space? Where is he in this space?
Because they are both lying.
No, let's leave him alone. But where is he in this space for all she's been there for him?
He
Where
doesn't
is he in
care.
this space?
Sister. Bad publicity, good
No,
publicity.
he knows what she's playing because he's already in his own shit.
See,
He doesn't want to be dragged in this shit.
some
It's
people,
a thing.
there are some people that are pathological liars and they don't
It
care.
is what?
They don't care what you think. She knows this will blow over with time, but she has gotten what she wants. Everybody's
Disgusting.
talking about her.
Disgusting.
She will bounce back. It just
Really?
It's just the way the thing. It is that's the way things
She will
are
bounce back.
in the social media space.
And the guy talking is from the UK. Oh, he lives in
We've
the
talked
UK.
about her. She's reigning. She's got what she wanted. She will not do any cure test or anything. Let's bet it.
She won't. Please. If she doesn't,
So-
she'll not do
so
it.
let
She'll
me
not
ask
do
you
it.
a
She'll come back
question.
negative. But please, Daddy
Hold
Freeze,
on.
don't bring her back to us. Don't bring her back to us. Please.
And Daddy Freeze is meant to be a professional journalist in his own admittance.
We're not bringing her back, but like I
I, God,
said,
I beg
we
you in God's
must be
name.
sure. We must be sure that she doesn't have cancer.
It does not
But
have
bro,
it.
are we interested in that though? Do we really want to know the
Hold
result?
on, hold on.
He's still trying to do it. He's still trying so hard to do PR for her.
Listen,
Mary, talk.
you don't jump from one because somebody is a thief does not mean the person they do RAPE. Because somebody is sneaky.
Can you imagine?
That's what, she's done it 100 times already.
Wait now.
Daddy Freeze
Let
now.
her do the tests.
And
Auntie
then what?
Mary.
Daddy
Auntie Mary,
Freeze, she's
talk.
not going to do that test.
It's a lie.
Then
Finish.
we now officially can wash our hands off.
We have finished.
Can you
Let's
imagine?
agree to disagree. We'll be here until next year. She's not gonna do it. Let's move on to the next.
She will
Please,
bring
who's more
another
needy?
result with AI. She will get a good
Daddy
one.
Freeze, bring the next one tomorrow. Help the next one tomorrow. This one, let's leave her. God will deal with her. She wants it, she'll get it when
You
she's
see,
ready.
he's saying that God will deal with her.
I don't pray for cancer for her.
No, we're not praying for her, but it is okay. Let her be fine. We have better things to do. There are better people who need our help. So next one, please.
See, let me explain something to you. If people really want to get their money back, they have to do tests. Tests have to be done. You understand? That's
No, test doesn't need to be done.
Confirm.
There's evidence that she's lied from day
She
one.
doesn't have it.
No,
Yeah,
but
but that is their individual cases, because they want to come back here and
Hold on, you see, I think you missed the beginning part. Legally, if she has
Really, or SARS?
or stage 2 cancer, she did not obtain money on false pretenses.
she did. She's not stupid.
No, she did. Why they made
Daddy Freeze, what? Can you imagine? This guy is not
You
intelligent.
guys need to listen. You are mixing.
Where she has cancer, she did not obtain money from false pretext. No, she does.
Health professional and a lawyer, and I'll tell
Are you
you.
a lawyer?
Yes.
In what country? Because you are a lawyer in America and you are a lawyer
No,
in Nigeria.
I'm in the UK. I'm in the UK.
Okay.
And I'm also
It
a health
doesn't even
professional.
matter whether you are in America.
It does not matter
What
where you are.
terms are.
But she misrepresented. She misrepresented a laywoman off the street. We know her. She
Yeah,
knows what
and she's
saying.
notorious as well.
She's
You know,
notorious. So
guys.
her history counts for everything. But we're not judging on that. She knows what she's playing at.
So
Unfortunately,
are you saying as a lawyer that if she goes to court, she will not be allowed to defend herself?
she'll defend herself, but she's gonna lose.
The evidence is there that she lied from day one.
Expose herself.
It's like somebody
My brother
bringing. It's like somebody bringing a fake WAEC result to us. They will not tell her to go and write a new exam.
No.
Can you imagine?
That will negate the old one. No.
Hold on. You go to court. She says she has cancer. Mary, I need you on this.
Mary, please come back.
Why are we here? Why are we having this conversation?
That's why I said, you see, there is a difference between what happens on social media and what happens in court.
Really?
And I'm emphasizing on court now. If she says she has cancer, there are two separate cases. That's what I've been trying to explain to you, Victor. There's a case of forgery,
Okay.
and that does not nullify whether she has cancer or not.
Yeah, fair point.
So false pretenses is she doesn't have the cancer at all, and she submitted a fake report. Forgery is she has cancer, but she submitted a fake report. So she magnified
Can you
the
imagine?
cancer, or maybe she had a more delicate cancer, a more
Can you imagine? He's still trying to defend her.
Bigger type of cancer for
Hey, me
sympathy.
borrow.
There are many cases.
No,
But
I
you
get
see,
what you're saying,
we
bro.
cannot use a test that has already been debunked as a forgery to establish whether she has cancer or not.
A test of second
There's still
opinion.
a chance that she has cancer.
Really?
Not have.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But for me, I am not interested in a new result.
I don't care. Someone
I
said,
don't care.
believe that. I don't believe anything until I see the result. And you see that that's
Daddy
what the
Freeze
court
an
is going to work with.
accomplice.
The court is not going to work with the
Bro, do you want me to be honest with you? You are saying this new result thing, you're still covering her, you're helping her out. We don't care.
Victor, you see, I am a journalist.
Hmm.
And I understand how the court system works. It's not about
Which court system do you
caring
understand?
or you not caring, Victor. It is about what the court will say. You see, let me
What will the
explain
court
something.
say?
We take this girl to court and we lose.
How?
Because if she goes there and shows that she has throat cancer, she will wriggle her way out of this.
Can you imagine?
Daddy Freeze, can I come
And
in?
Daddy Freeze is meant to be intelligent.
Can I come in?
Ah.
It's okay.
Hey.
It's for her to wriggle herself in. I don't know. Hopefully, there's reputable people of substance, who can stand their ground. But unless someone's going to forge a document, you do not tell me you're going to use someone else's documents to defraud the whole public.
Yes.
And then come back and lie, stage
Bro, if
cancer.
this was
You
in the
cannot.
UK.
Victor, let me even say something.
Yeah.
You can, honest to God, I don't even understand how she hasn't been called for an interview by your police there. I don't know how your
If
system
this
works.
was in
Sorry.
the UK, do you
It's so
know how
embarrassing.
serious it is to use someone's medical report?
Abeg make una
Using
tell
it
am
is
o.
one thing, it's an offense. Then forging it is
She is
another
going
offense.
to go.
See?
You see, she is
Your
going
offense
to
is just
go.
rising.
She is going to go down for that separately.
I
Really?
told the freeze that it is tantamount to those people who
Really?
dress up in
Yeah,
suits
it's a
and
big
say,
thing,
"Oh, I'm going to, I am the bank manager of this, or I'm the director of the airport," and then they defraud white people. It's the same thing. There's no difference. It's fraud.
GDPR is a big deal here.
Yeah.
If I share any person's information without their consent or the way they will come and knock my door.
Victor, let me come in, and here's the reason.
All right, let me
I was
bring
very
somebody else,
impressed.
my darling sister.
No, let me finish 1 minute.
No.
I was
We
very.
don't have people.
He
with
doesn't
that.
want them to.
I
Now they are hitting him on the head. He doesn't
I was
want
very
it.
impressed with that guy. CMC, and you kept insisting, bring evidence. I said, I'll drag you. The guy said, I've been told, don't bring it in. They were smart people. They knew what they're dealing with. This woman is fraudulent.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the putting Teddy Freeze. Have a good one.
All right, my darling. God bless you.
He's a sore loser. Oh.
Bye.
When he sees that you want to hammer on something, that's when he will say his battery is about to
60
finish.
people waiting. I don't even know how to, and I'm supposed to have left here.
Hey,
I don't even know who to accept.
it's not going in his favor. Today's conversation is not going in his favor.
I know a lot of people also learn from
This lady, Tolu Lokpe, has been waiting for 2 hours to get the invite.
Oh, bless her. Thank
Yeah, if you want, I can drop down.
Press
I
X
tell
now,
you,
you
no.
are the one holding them. I just sent a request and you are still here, my sister.
They say you should press
Press
X.
X. X. Come on, say I should charge my phone. No.
The conversation is not going his way.
No, I can't. And I've invited people. Oh God. Please, when you come, just do 2 minutes. The only person I'm keeping on is, okay, I have another lawyer here, Rita Amy. Fantastic. I'd like to hear her perspective.
I'll let the two lawyers talk. Let me just listen.
I've sent a request. I don't know. Okay, Rita Amy. Fantastic. I know she's a lawyer. I follow her. Rita Amy.
Daddy freeze.
Yeah, good evening,
Daddy freezer.
Yeah,
I know you to be a lawyer. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, you're not.
Have you heard the argument back and forth?
Yeah, so I heard, and that was why I sent request, because you
Very
said
good.
so.
I always like-
Yes, you made a statement on the obtaining by false pretense, and that caught my interest, right? And you were like, the only way she's guilty is if actually she's proven not to have cancer. You understand? So I'm like, that the freeze is right. Because the only
Really?
reason, I've made a video on that, false representation. The only reason people donated to Blessing was because she came out to cry that she had cancer. You understand? So the stage does not matter.
Really?
What that the freeze is trying to say. The stage of the cancer, whether it's stage 0 or stage 1 or stage 4. You understand? If at the end of the day, Blessing does not have cancer, then she has lied. You understand?
Very good.
She's
Shame, bo.
misrepresented. You understand? But
She na the year lawyer.
maybe and you people were arguing, if the court will ask her to go and do another test, definitely. It's like somebody coming to court to plead insanity. The court is not going to take you by your word. They are going to send you for clinical test.
She doesn't have
You
cancer.
understand? Just to confirm if you're insane.
Thank you.
You understand? So it's
Okay, sister, can I ask a question? Sorry.
Wait, let
Yes.
her finish first before you start.
This one is because she's saying what Daddy freeze wants to
I
hear.
want to ask her questions first.
No, wait.
Wait now.
using someone else's result, though. Forgery.
Now, hold
No,
on.
so forgery, like Daddy Freeze
on.
said, forgery is a separate case. We are not talking about people that donated. They simply donated because she had cancer.
But
If
she
at the
doesn't
end
have
of the day she
cancer.
does not have cancer, she's guilty of that.
Okay.
But if she has cancer, she's not guilty.
Yeah,
Really?
What about the forged document, the false
We've
document?
explained that.
Forgery is a separate crime on its own.
Case.
So they can hold her for that.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I know.
I made
And a
statement.
false
I said there are
document was
1,000
presented.
People that understand law, not past 10.
He's used
I know that.
a false
That's why I
document
said
was
you
presented
don't
to drive the emotions of
I beg to
Nigerians.
I
differ
do
on-
know.
Hold on.
I beg to
Hold on.
differ on you saying that.
Hold on. Let me explain
it
something
has-
to you. Do you know why the staging of the cancer does not matter? Why? Because if you go to UCH Ibadan, they can tell you have stage 4. You go to LUT, they'll tell you have stage 3. You go to London, they'll tell you stage 1. You can get
Daddy Freezy, Iropoju.
The staging does not matter at all. Because cancer is the sickness. You understand? People donated because she said she had cancer. So many of
And she presented false documents.
I would not have known the difference between the stages. You understand? Most important thing we heard, most of us lay people, when it comes to that illness, heard was cancer. You understand? So it's not about the stage. People donated because she said she was sick. And she's going to be guilty if at the end of the day, because that was what you people argued the most. What if she doesn't have cancer? So if she doesn't have cancer, she's guilty of obtaining by false pretense 100%. I actually think that if she says that I had stage 4 and it's stage 1, it can pass for misrepresentation. Nope. Maybe not necessarily as critical, but it can pass for misrepresentation. You can argue that, but she has a defense, and her defense is that she's not a medical personnel.
That's a lie. That's a big fat lie.
Hide under the defense of I wasn't too sure.
That's a big fat lie. Because even the report that she's holding, that report does not even belong to her.
About Nigerians don't understand the subject matter, they just understand the
Which one be subject matter that they don't understand?
From stage 1, I've tried to explain to you people that they are separate cases. There is a case of the Medical Association against Blessing CEO. It is a case that can be instituted. The doctor that they used his name to issue the report to Blessing CEO, a separate case.
Impersonation and defamation from the doctor.
The girl who originally owns the cancer reports to Blessing CEO, a third and separate
forgery.
Yeah. Those are straightforward, yeah.
Now, does Blessing CEO have cancer? Yes or no?
That's another one.
And separate case.
Yeah, that's another one. We know that.
Daddy Freezer.
She misrepresented.
He does not have cancer. That is
she misrepresented.
Open your ears.
Exactly, oh, that's what I diva. And that document she presented is the basis of the concern. She presented it in Arise TV.
Because everything can be saying about the cancer.
So Victor, that was what Daddy Freeze was talking about. It's not if you say she is a liar. What if she has cancer? Personally,
but she doesn't, because she presented a documentation claiming that was her test.
Personally, I don't believe she has
cancer. I'm not using emotions. I don't care. I'm not bothered.
So that's the thing. You understand? That's the thing. We cannot make a bold statement. She does not have it.
We can make bold statements, but baby lawyer.
If Blessing has any kind of cancer, whether it's in her ear or her eyes, it's cancer. You understand? And she's not a medical personnel.
The medical statement, the medical report she presented on a national TV is a forged medical report.
That is the part I am talking about. That's the part that I'm talking about. So every other thing doesn't matter.
So I also heard that the Freeze arguing, okay, if it comes from Instagram, if it comes from Instagram, yes, is he admissible in court? Yes, he is. But we cannot say, oh, they did this, they did that. This was a national TV. You understand? Instagram, we can say they cut, they added, they did.
It's a lie. It's a video she did herself.
And evidence from Arise TV are two different things.
Really?
We can put up an argument. Oh, this one has
really?
They've done this AI this. You understand?
Which AI?
You want on national TV.
What she did on live TV. What she did as live on her handle.
I'm sorry, just 1 minute. Let me say this. I watched your live.
You go there because Joseph has been disturbing me. I want him to come and talk.
I watched your live on I watched your live with Blessing CEO, and I've never been more angry at you. I'm like, why is that the Fizz defending this girl? Because you were a brother. You were a brother she needed. You were a friend she needed. Because you were giving leading questions. Do you have this or it's this? That is a leading question in law. You understand? Because you're giving me answer. You're telling me say this. You understand? And then 24 hours after she left your place, she went on a national television to disgrace herself.
Even this one self is feeding into the nonsense.
Yeah, Google will say she's catching crew.
And if she
She
had
did a live
advisors,
stream.
and
That
when they
live
say
stream,
pay
that
lawyers,
live stream can
people
be
not
used.
agree pay lawyers. You can't catch
And
cruise.
you know the funniest thing? She didn't even go to Arise and spoke to the woman anchoring the show. She had a lawyer there and a doctor.
A doctor.
Prof examine her.
As in, how can you that
So, Daddy Freeze, you saw the last stage of the clip where the lawyer. Yes, there's this last stage I saw today, and I was literally crying. Where the lawyer was like, "Can you now own it up that your cancer has not been confirmed?" And she said yes.
Yeah, she said, yeah, I heard that part. So I was like,
no.
Then she not trying to change it again.
Cancer has not been confirmed. If she says that her cancer has not been confirmed, that's a lawyer. You see, that's why I said it. Only 10 people understand what we are talking about. The remaining 1,000 people here do not understand.
What are you saying?
Social media is different from court. You can lose a case on social media and go to court, and they will pay you money in damage.
Yeah, but bro, what you're saying, you're right.
She's not going to be tried on TikTok.
Bro, whatever you're saying here, you're right. But it doesn't take away how she has handled it and how people feel.
No, Victor, I agree with you. The only thing is, I was trying to break down the formalities of her situation, but you all were all caught up in your emotions.
In which emotions?
The only thing I said, I did not enter this matter emotionally. Let me tell you something. The only way you can tell if somebody.
And Victor, you kept on saying, "I don't care, I don't care," and that the Freeze was telling you, you might not care and lose in court.
But
even when you are right.
You see, listen, my mother is a professor of law, one of the foremost professors of law in Nigeria.
One day.
So I understand. Look at what the lawyer said. He did not say you don't have cancer, because even she does not know whether she has cancer or not.
Mm-hmm.
He said your cancer has not been confirmed. That is legal wisdom. He is not alluding to anything. He is just saying that it doesn't look like you have cancer. Then he can put in an opinion. Blessing CEO, I personally do not believe you have cancer. But he cannot say, Blessing CEO, you don't have cancer. Mm-hmm. Like that lady was saying here. I put it to you. I want to bet my money on it. She doesn't have cancer.
Okay,
she doesn't have cancer.
Well, she doesn't have cancer based on the false report she's been parading.
She cannot prove that she doesn't have cancer unless she submits herself to a series of tests. Someone said she did biopsy. We have gone past that. Whether she said she did, what if she did
X-ray
or X-ray? Do you know you can find things like ordinary X-ray. You can see lymph nodes, MRI, you can see lymph nodes.
You don't go read. Yeah. You don't go read.
God bless you. Truth should come from fact, not assumptions.
Where is the assumptions?
It's about what you know. It is about what you can prove. Blessing CEO was okay the day she left my life.
She should have just stopped there.
Legally, she was okay. When she went to Arise is where her problem started.
He started from Egungun and then he ended at
Egungun is still
Egungun, you could have said.
She also did a live show.
You can hide under cool.
But you see that Arise. Now, Egungun was, tell me, you have this thing. And a good lawyer can argue that Egungun.
No, Egungun still gave a leading question. Do you really have stage 4? Or is it a miscommunication? That is a leading question.
You had a lawyer and you had a doctor and you submitted yourself to that without understanding the magnanimity or with the English.
Don't come.
It could be an entrapment. Did she know those two people were coming?
So babe, thank you. No, whether she knows or she doesn't, because I've seen those arguments. She was ambushed, she didn't know. Blessing had the right to have said to them, I can't say anything further unless I have my lawyer here. You understand? People can go with assumption, but you cannot be forgiven for what you said from your mouth. She was not under duress. She could have stopped speaking. You understand? Even as a lawyer, if I'm the one that is being questioned, there is something that is called conflict of interest, right? Or somebody I know, my child, my brother, or this. I won't represent my brother. Because I love him, I can get emotional. I would rather pay somebody to do that. So if you are the
but you don't have to be a lawyer to understand conflict of interest. It's common sense.
Continue speaking. Blessing spoke when she shouldn't have spoken.
Yeah.
Well, she took herself to Arise TV.
Medical terms.
Victor, can you
Medical
come down
terms,
so I can
medical.
bring John?
Yeah, sure.
Victor, before you go, you owe me an apology. You're my brother.
Chembo.
Guy, go.
No,
Guy, go on.
retire me. No, they go
No, I'm
anywhere.
here. I'm here. I'm
Guy,
here.
go on. Sit down. Which apology? Go on, sit down.
Victor, F you.
Oh, I know where to catch you.
Victor
Bye-bye.
is not on your team this time around.
You know what
No,
they
I
vex me?
like that.
You know what they vex me?
I like that.
You know what it vex me? Let me be honest with you.
Anybody
It's
that
the way,
not making sense does not understand the law.
you know, when I called at the
Can you
funeral,
imagine?
this girl should have been very honest with you. There's a thing you can tell me one-on-one, then I will know how to defend you. But if you're lying to my guy, that's what I was angry about.
See. There are some things that I have a good, like me and you, Victor, we can argue Bible. You understand?
Bring John, let us
you are
hear
a
John's
scholar
view.
and I know you understand Bible. You see, compared to the layman, I have an understanding of law that the layman does not
He
have
don't
because
come.
I grew up inside
He don't come. He
more or
don't
less
come.
law courts.
Yeah.
There were things I heard my mother telling her clients, you cannot say this, you cannot say this, you cannot say this.
But it's common
I heard
sense.
my mother teaching her students. I'm sitting in her office preparing for WAEC. A student comes in to defend his project. My mother said, oh yeah, what did you say here? No, legally that's not permissible. Legally this, legal. So I picked up a lot. My younger sister is a lawyer.
Only he read oncologist book at age 11.
And if there's anything I've learned, joining my sister, my mother, divorce case, when I took GAC to court because they were owing me money. I was the first GAC ambassador before Obi Kubana and Davido. They owe me money. I drag them, go court. I collect my money. Do you understand? So from all the knowledge, I understand not well, and I always say I'm not a lawyer. I also have an understanding of medicine. A doctor can look at you and suspect malaria and write it suspect malaria. He will now tell you to go and do confirmatory tests because you can go and do tests and then you have no malaria parasite, no typhoid, but you have the symptoms of malaria. So medically, the only way something can be proven is through tests. Legally, Blessing CEO would have left my life with little to no court case. Now, when she go arise, now medical association will come for her. That particular doctor will come for her. Then
medical association was going to come for her either way.
But that day of my life, the family gave her a chance. But if she also admitted, it would have also been a problem. Yeah. But then she could have said she does not know. That day she could have said this is not the report. She did not send it to that guy.
Yeah.
Exactly, talk point.
It will not be a case of you sent it to me. No, I did not send it to you. Then the guy can sue her for the report. Then she can counter sue the guy for releasing a private statement. Yeah. Right? Yeah. If I send you something by WhatsApp and you release it, especially a health document, I can sue you.
Oh yeah.
Of course, it's a confidential document.
But even though she sent it to the guy,
she left my life. She had a case. Thank you, Bettina. Thank you for your.
Can you imagine?
You're beating on your life that I didn't show anyone. But she now went on her rise to show the whole world.
So she still went on her rise and still maintained I didn't show anyone. But that claim was defeated the moment you brought the same result. Yeah. The same result.
The doctor took it from her and looked at it.
Let me tell you how they ask questions. One day in my exam hall in UI, there was a boy who had
Daddy Freeze is such a narcissist.
Let's say the boy's name is
He always brings everything back to himself.
The lecturer caught somebody impersonating him. So the lecturer came and said, does anybody in this class know Victor? Let me say Victor, for instance. If you know him, stand up. So we know him because now our guy, we got up, say, whether he did inside trouble. Then he said, you know him, the guy with the bad leg, Abi? We all said yes. The lecturer now pointed to the guy that was him. He said, is this him? You understand? We could not wriggle our way out because if the guy brought him inside, say, is this him? We'll say, yes.
Yes. To cover for him, yeah.
So the way you ask a question as a lawyer,
you don't go straight.
From the way you ask a question as a layman. If Uber want to kidnap you, you walk up to the Uber and say, are you the Uber that came to pick me? He will say yes. Are you Victor? He will say yes. But if you walk up to the Uber and say, please, what's your name? Then he is now mandated to tell you the name. You can now check and see if it matches or tallies with your own report.
Yeah.
So So
right.
the way the lawyer asked her questions that day, I only listened to 2 and I'm like, how do you as in free of charge, you carry your 2 legs, go submit yourself to there's a name they call
national scrutiny.
There's a name they call it America. Hold on. A deposition.
Deposition.
You
They will
submitted yourself
invite
to a deposition free
like
of charge.
bro, you remember when they invited Hillary Clinton and the husband?
Yes, now.
They were just saying, I do not recall.
recall.
You don't need to say anything.
Daddy Freeze is still wanting to get his way out of all of this.
Lawyers and people to sit you down. You can't go do and free.
Because the last thing you want is to go and indict yourself.
On Arise TV, you said.
Exactly.
Did you say this?
Exactly, Shanti TV. You are so right.
Allow you explanation. Say yes or no. Did you say it? Hey, Baba.
So guess I don't know if you Daddy Freeze, I don't know if you saw it this evening that the Nigerian Medical Association released this statement confirming the forgery. You know that would not have happened if she hadn't gone on Arise.
If she hadn't gone to Arise, what they would have done is they would have just said this report was not issued for Blessing CEO by us. If you see any report,
no. The family would have established that because she sent a report. The report was sent to her.
Established fully.
Because if
with or without Arise TV, the family would have established the case of forgery.
So that's what they are cooking.
I love you, and you are still going to apologize.
No, so that is what they are cooking. That is what they are cooking.
They are waiting for her. She will not stop. She will still be talking.
No, they don't need to wait for her. Legally, no case can start until somebody comes up. You understand?
They're bringing you live. Please be ready. She said she did biopsy. All those things don't matter.
Really?
It's not the process. Biopsy.
Right. John is going to scatter the whole table.
Let's hear what this one have to say.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Hi, John. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
We have Rita Amy, barrister. Do you practice, Rita?
Into private practice now. I'm doing more of business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have Rita Amy, and we have my other sister who has refused to show her face because she's eating fufu.
I'm coming.
Now fufu, you leave us go chop fufu, you get mind. Anyway, John, go ahead.
Blessing, they eat crab. Now make she eat fufu. I beg.
Let it finish. First and foremost,
yes.
The fact that you guys are just.
Hello, everyone. Hello, John. Hello, everybody.
Let's hear John now. You guys keep quiet. Let's hear him.
You guys are deviating from the fact that if a document was falsified for public use, and do you know why the likes of VDM sent her money?
Why?
To prove her wrong.
No, it gives him a legal ground to sue her.
To sue, yeah.
VDM didn't send her more than 10,000. If you sent her even 1 naira, it gives you a legal ground to sue her. You come and prove that she actually had what she had. Daddy Freeze, you know, when you were...
Oh, you sometimes like John's perspective.
Okay. Because it was very glaring. She shot herself in the leg. First and foremost, in fact, the very first day she posted that thing, I typed on the comment section that this is a blatant lie.
I will do my own show. Thank you.
Who has toothache?
But let's listen to it live. I don't want to play. I don't want to replay.
There's no way you have a toothache and you don't know what the dentist is called. You have something as dangerous as that, and you don't know what the medical specialty that manages it is called. It was a false from the beginning, but we're talking about if she going to Arise was what gave her out. She gave herself out from the very beginning.
Exactly.
No, but you need to understand that legally, she did not give herself out until she went on Arise.
No, she gave herself out from day one.
Legally, when you solicit for funds for something, and there is anybody in doubt that is fraud, there's a legal ground to ask for a proof.
So John,
let him talk. Daddy Freeze, shut up. Let him talk.
If she does tests and she comes out and shows that she has cancer.
So the problem, no, it's not true. That test must be before the date she asked for help.
No.
Yes, sir.
Ah, Daddy Freeze.
Let this stay with me. Stay with me.
Lawyers here.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Daddy Freeze, I come to you and say I need help. That I have a certain ailment. And I provide you a test result that precedes, that is after the date I asked for that help. It tells you one thing, that as of the time I was asking that for that help, there was no clinical proof that I had it. There was no clinical proof that.
What do you think about that?
Okay, let me help you guys. Let me help you. Daddy Freeze.
Yeah.
I have high blood pressure.
Yeah.
Please, can you guys donate money for me? Of course, I know that if at 80, I will definitely have high blood pressure. Why don't you donate the money today?
Sir, this is not. You're not. A blessing is not in her 80s, and we are looking at the time difference. I think she made that first post 20-something of May. And today is 6th of April. We're talking about
something of March.
2 weeks in between. Right? Now, as a prosecution, you would have to prove to the court that this person meant to defraud you. She intended to defraud you.
The proofs are there.
So hold on, sir. Just hold on, sir. Because the question is, can cancer be manipulated? Because you are saying, if she came out to solicit for fund on the 25th of March, and she does another test proving that she has cancer on the 6th of April, that is misrepresentation.
Oh, yes, it is.
Madam, now let me explain to you.
Are you a baby lawyer? Are you a learner?
There must be a proof for you to ask for that, right? So, if there is no doctor's report, not just a test result, there is no report of a doctor who diagnosed her of cancer prior to the date she asked for it. She collected those funds under false pretense.
No, sir.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, she did.
Hold on, sir. I'm not shouting. No, hold on, sir. After you, now woman,
this lady is just that she says that she studied law does not mean that she knows what she's saying.
Right? We have for blessing alone. We're looking at different cases. What you're trying to prove here now is forgery, not a false representation.
It's false representation and forgery.
What I'm trying to prove is collection of false pretense.
No. So you are talking because now you're basing your argument on the doctor's report.
No, I'm not basing my argument.
No, from day one, she was lying.
Can you hear me out, and can you have an open mind and listen and hear me out? I'm basing my argument. I'm basing my argument on.
When you finish eating, you come.
I'm basing my argument on the fact that as of the time she solicited for funds,
exactly,
she had no knowledge of John.
You don't read ChatGPT. Daddy Freeze is reading ChatGPT.
So how do you prove that in court? How do you
Our videos are enough to prove that in court.
There is a medical report before that.
Let me tell you how I'll prove it. Let me tell you how I'll prove it in court.
Okay, please.
Madam, please, can you provide me with a medical report that says you had cancer?
At the time you came out to solicit for funds.
Medical report of today. And I'll tell her that, madam, please, this medical report, as of this time, you had already solicited for funds.
Yep.
If you're saying that you saw a
she even put her personal account out.
That means before today,
what you guys talking about?
Knowledge that you had cancer, and anything you asked for was
under false pretense. Yeah.
Because only a doctor, only a medical practitioner can actually diagnose your cancer.
So hold on. So hold on, sir. A man unalives somebody. No, hold on. A man unalives somebody. And after the homicide investigation and everything, they go to court. let's say he unalived the person 3 months ago. And they go to court. And he gets to court and he tells the court, his lawyer tells the court, my client is insane. The court would naturally send the client on a clinical test.
But it does not take away the fact that he unalived someone.
You understand? The clinical test is not going to have the date of 3 months ago.
But there is a fact that he unalived someone.
Report, whether she presents it now or next month.
You see baby lawyer. Show you the see baby lawyer.
Hold on. That proves she has cancer. Unless you have, as the prosecution now, you have a way to prove that the cancer just developed now. You understand? Unless you have the way to prove that the cancer just happened.
She's a lawyer. She's Yanni Opata.
Madam, your argument does not.
Thank you. Thank you, Jare. Daddy Freeze, keep quiet now. Let him talk.
Daddy Freeze, please don't cut me short. Madam, your argument does not hold water.
Exactly.
We are talking about.
You unalive somebody. Unalive is unalive.
Fight someone. And we are talking about.
How you now choose to plead is different.
His lawyer saying that.
I'm not even a lawyer and I know.
His lawyer saying that he has mental issues. Do you realize that if there's any medical report that states that on the day he hired that person, that he does not have any mental issue, do you know the person will go for it?
Yes. No.
What is no? What is no?
No.
Where is this?
Now,
Ibla says because this lady studied law, everybody's believing. Daddy Freeze.
Hold on.
She's not right, Madam Lawyer. Go and sit down.
I am doing real life issues.
We should real life issue.
If you have a medical report showing that as at that time he was sane, the court will still have to send him for a clinical
But
test.
does it take away the fact that you unalive someone? The answer is no. Which kind of Olodo lawyer be this one?
Prosecuted a case in court before.
Daddy Freeze, has she ever prosecuted the case?
You don't have to prosecute. These are common sense.
I understand the legal balance.
Which is legal palace? Daddy Freeze, go and sleep.
Mary, let me ask you a question. And I asked you this question when you were alone.
Thank you, Jare 31104.
Demand that she does a test. Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Finish.
Yes.
Daddy Freeze.
Finish.
Daddy Freeze.
No, Daddy Freeze, can you ask John the same question?
Daddy Freeze, what is
okay?
No,
Is the
John,
court going
answer.
to demand that she does
No
a
mind the
test?
Temu lawyer.
Yes or no?
The court doesn't need to.
No, the court will judge. The
So
court
how
will
will the court
actually
do
ask.
that? Okay,
Let me help. Daddy Freeze,
Daddy
Daddy Freeze, let me help you. The judge. It depends on the lawyer who is handling the case. Now, if I'm the lawyer handling the case, I'll tell the judge to tell her to give us a medical report on how she knew she had cancer. I don't need her to go and do another test. She if you have gone to see a doctor,
Daddy Freeze, will you stop interrupting him and let him talk?
If I go and see a doctor on the 10th of the 25th of December last year,
Okay.
and I go now to meet the doctor and tell the doctor that I need a medical report, the doctor will write that on the 25th of December 2025, Mr. John was in so hospital.
John, you need to understand.
Daddy Freeze will always interrupt because he's not saying what she wants to. He's not saying what he wants to hear.
And he had XYZ. If I go to work now to present a medical report of today, when I was not at work on the 25th, and I'm telling them that I am sick today, and because of that, because I'm sick today, that was why I was not at work as of today. Nobody will listen to me. They want to see a medical report of the day that I did not come to work.
That is on TikTok, not in court.
No.
Which one is TikTok?
I'm not doing anything on TikTok. I'm telling you real life situation.
John, can you mute and call any lawyer and ask this question, please?
It's common sense. These are common sense.
You know who get our our time.
They don't even know that I cannot read.
A lawyer to
It's not
attend.
reading. That's why you are not a lawyer.
Yeah, that the freeze,
not
the guy,
reading.
the lady
I
is
am
not,
vexing.
John is not on his
I
side.
am
That's why
vexing
they're not letting him
It's
speak.
not about
I am
it. Yeah,
vexing for blessing more than you, right? But if you go like this to court, you might be the
I'm telling you that if I meet you in court like this as someone who has not gone to law school,
I will flat her in court.
I'll beat you hands down.
This lawyer is not clever now.
Madam,
She's not smart at all.
No matter how I present my
What's she
case,
talking?
what is your
it's a
point?
fact.
So what facts have you proven?
The fact is there from the one. The fact was staring in your eyes.
Asked for those funds.
John, is there a way to manipulate breast cancer? Is there a way?
There are ways she can manipulate. She shaved her hair.
Is there a way?
What are you talking
if
about?
Blessing does not have breast cancer. Is there a way Blessing can have breast cancer now?
Well,
You don't understand.
No, wait. Now,
This lady premeditated her behavior.
You see,
I want to ask you a question.
The video she did, she said she had stage 4 and subsequently misled the public. She even put her personal bank account. What are you guys saying?
He manipulated the public.
There's nothing logical about this. Legally, this
No mind the lawyer.
false pretense.
So what is the false pretense? If she does
Let me help you.
The test she does today does not overrule what she has done 2 weeks ago.
As of the time she asked for those funds,
I don't even need to be a lawyer to know that.
previous information that she had cancer. That is the false pretense there. As of the time she asked for. See, okay, wait, let me give you another example. I am broke. I called Daddy Freeze to tell him that Freeze I'm broke, that he should borrow me 1 million naira.
Belinda, are you ready?
Daddy Freeze sends the 1 million naira to me.
Mary, press
And realizes tomorrow that I have 40 million naira in my account.
To have lawyers,
The only thing that the Freeze will need to ascertain to know if I collected that money under false pretense from him is to know that as of the day I collected that 1 million naira from him, did I have 40 million naira?
Exactly.
If I had 40 million naira as of the day I collected that 1 million naira from him, then I defrauded
It doesn't work like that, John.
Daddy Freeze, that's how it works.
Daddy Freeze, it works like that.
False pretense is that you collected something with the intention, with the intention of using that something for something.
Now, somebody raised the question, John.
And you didn't use it for that.
Somebody raised the question, and I want to ask Amy, Rita.
Yeah.
Someone said the court will ask her how she knew she had cancer.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that.
Exactly.
Simple.
Okay, so I think Blessing
There's
was
not many
asked the
people who
same question and she
anyway.
said she met a doctor.
Then where's the doctor's report of that doctor that you met that day?
No, so I'm speaking. Sorry, Daddy Freeze. I'm speaking for Blessing. I'm going to pretend to be Blessing, giving the things she said. So she said she met a doctor, right? So one thing I don't know would be why she was parading a forged medical report.
So right? What doctor did she meet? What's the name of the doctor?
Ignorance is not an excuse in court. Because Blessing could have said, I just spoke to the doctor, they checked my breast, they said there is lump, come back later.
So what hospital did she go to?
You understand? Because whether you like it or not, what we are arguing, John and I, is if she didn't have a medical report before then, and now she has a medical report that proves she has cancer. It's my point. How has she obtained under false pretense?
From day one, she lied.
A new question there.
Okay, let's assume that you're
she lied.
See you, I'm the lawyer that was examining you. Let's do it.
I'm not Blessing.
No, let's assume.
Right.
This lawyer she's dumb. If this kind of lawyer,
today is what?
Representing in court will allow you your case go dey flood.
Ms. Blessing, on the 20th of March, you solicited for funds for that you had a certain ailment.
Thank you, Gary.
And a lot of people came to your aid and contributed to that effect. Please, can you tell this honorable court how you were privy to the information, that ailment you said you had?
Okay,
Please,
so
don't be afraid.
I don't like.
So I'm bringing Belinda. So we have another lawyer.
So
Look at
according
this
to
legend.
her, I'm not.
just
I'm
called
going.
Belinda.
Good. So I'm going to be saying according to her because she said she pressed her breast, she found lump, and then she
And
went
does
to the
lump
doctor.
translate as cancer?
And the doctor said the lump wasn't cancerous.
So what's the name of the doctor?
You understand? So I don't know if I answered your question, but take it
So,
like that.
Madam Blessing, you actually said you went to a doctor, and doctor said that after some months, the doctor told you that the lump you had was cancerous. Madam Blessing, please, can you present to this honorable court the doctor's report of that day?
Exactly.
So it was a verbal conversation.
It's a lie.
Madam Blessing, so my lord, that this is the judge now, my lord. Please, I will ask for a readjournment on a further date so that Madam Blessing, Miss Blessing, would be able to get a formal medical report from this medical doctor
on the date.
So that's what we've been arguing. So I just told you it was a verbal conversation.
It can never be verbal. You and who?
So you know what I'm saying?
The CEO can say she was in a bar or she was in the bathroom and she felt something and she bent down. And apparently there was a doctor in that bar, a woman that
it's a lie. And then some medical practice the nonsense.
They talked.
No doctor will come and check in your house and suddenly say that you have cancer.
Went to a hospital and you met the doctor. My lord, please, I would like this case to be adjourned for Miss Blessing to go and get a medical report from that doctor.
The medical report will be presented.
So the medical report that will be presented must carry the date.
Yes, it must carry the date that she was first diagnosed.
Let me tell you the contents of a medical report. Ask your dad. Must carry a date, a name.
Yes,
and
today's date.
No,
you don't understand.
It must carry the date of that day that she said she met a doctor.
John, can I land?
Even me that I'm not a lawyer, it's common sense.
Had verbal conversation.
No doctor will just check your lump and say medical and you will take they will give a verbal consultation. What are you saying?
On the 10th of last month, if that doctor is asked to write a medical report for that, he will predict it to the day he had that conversation.
Exactly. You guys are just lying.
John, hold on. I have a 5-year. John, hold on. I have a doctor. John. I have a 5-year-old doctor. Daddy, please 1 minute.
Belinda is one of the committee of
a 5-year-old daughter with sickle cell. We are going for her bone marrow transplant. End of April. So you should know that is very terminal. She's been living with it for 5 years of her life. It is now they've asked us for her medical report from Nigeria. And it's carrying date. In short, they just requested for one HMA type.
But she has sickle cell.
You won't understand because you're saying it must carry.
Madam.
She has sickle cell. That's been established that she has a medical condition.
Sickle cell goes to the hospital on average of maybe every 3 months for blood transfusion. So medical report is different from your normal hospital receipt.
Madam,
you understand?
What is this lawyer saying?
Madam,
what's she saying?
That will write that report. The only reason why he will put today's date is the date the report was written. On the body of the report, in the body of the report, let me tell you what you write. He will write that 5 years ago. Wait, let me land. When you write on the body of the report,
they won't let him talk because he's not saying what they want to hear.
5 years ago, XYZ was diagnosed of leukemia. He's not going to tell you that he was diagnosed of leukemia today. He must be dated to the day that diagnosis was made.
So what stops that this Blessing CEO's doctor? What stops this Blessing CEO's doctor from writing that on the 25th of March 2026, Blessing contacted me? You understand? Blessing contacted me.
That means saying that the doctor can lie. That's a different case.
No,
against medical ethics.
I'm not saying it's.
That's what you're saying.
But we just
Well, like
agreed that Blessing
this
visited
lawyer is
him on the
dumb.
25th of March now. So how has he lied?
No, if you're okay, she visited him on the 25th. So the doctor will say she visited him on the 25th
Yes,
of
we
March.
said when she found a lump, she visited the doctor. The only thing is she does not have a medical report.
Then what? Then what you're trying to say is that means actually she had breast cancer.
Now, John, please.
That's what you're saying then.
John,
Have I moved from a lawyer to a doctor? No.
John,
That's
if you
what
don't
you're
allow
saying.
us talk, I will tell you to go. Then after we are finished talking, you come back and make your point. I need you to be quiet. We have Belinda.
He's not saying what they
Belinda
want to
is
hear.
a practicing and trained lawyer.
Okay, let's hear her.
Rita Amy is also a lawyer.
Let's hear them. Let's hear her.
I said earlier on, I don't know how much I saw you in and out of the comment section. Okay, sorry. Belinda, I saw you in and out of the comment section, so I don't know how much you heard. So, I am saying that Blessing CEO cannot be charged. Sorry, YouTube is down. 1 second, let me bring YouTube back. So, YouTube. Okay, YouTube is back.
Daddy, please, can I ask Belinda this question?
John,
You're pointing it to suit your narrative.
John, wait. I want to say X because you were not there when we were live before she joined. So I want to establish what I narrative.
He has not coined anything now. When we say forgery, you win. We are talking about false representation.
Oh, she was the one asking.
I want you to listen to me.
She was not asking Blessing. Okay.
CEO
Let's see her views.
charged with obtaining money under false pretenses if she has cancer. Any stage of cancer, whether it's stage 1 or
She can be at the point of asking. Yeah.
Please, Daddy, please let me.
That was the argument, John.
Let me also put the argument.
Go post.
Belinda, the question that is not what they were saying. What they are saying is that if there was no prior knowledge to Blessing that she had cancer, and she goes to do a test today and finds out that she has cancer now, and had collected money 1 month ago from people lying that she had cancer then, without a proper medical diagnosis, that she didn't collect the money under false pretense.
Okay,
Okay, let's hear you.
Say something before you answer, John.
Oh, dummy lawyer, keep quiet.
I don't know why John is vexing.
No, I'm not vexing.
No, I want to help John break his question down.
No, don't.
He's saying if Blessing is not aware, so remember that the onus is on prosecution. In this case, John, to prove that Blessing was not aware of that cancer, right?
Let Belinda talk.
Blessing came out. John is saying if Blessing had come out 1 month ago to cry, please, she had cancer, come and help me. And now we are in court. And the court actually now sends Blessing for a clinical test, and the court now finds out that she has cancer. So please, Belinda, take it from there.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Daddy.
We are listening to
Good
you.
evening, my darling. Whatever you say, we end it here. We've tried this. We've had a court of law on this live long enough, and I'm tired. So let us end. We've been live for almost 3 hours.
I can't wait to VDM to sue that girl.
All right, Belinda, let's hear Belinda out.
John,
Belinda.
Counsel, good evening. So, first of all, I think I have a question for my learned colleague and maybe Daddy Freeze. What are we trying to prove? A case of deception or a case of diagnosis?
Collection under false pretense.
Okay, so let me make it easy for you. Deception.
No. So if we are trying to prove deception, then if the courts, what is the relevance of a new test results to deception that has
Well
already been
played.
committed?
Thank you.
John, calm down. He's asking questions.
Thank you, Belinda.
Now, so ask the question again.
At every point, the law considers relevance, even in questions that you ask. Of what relevance is a new medical report to deception that has already taken place?
Thank you.
John, be calming down.
No, so you are saying
I like when people are brilliant.
removing
See,
forgery.
this one called the scammer now. This one the scammer.
You understand? We are removing forgery. We are removing forgery from this.
Counsel, you can't remove forgery because the deception is thriving on the basis of forgery.
So hold on.
You see this
The
lawyer.
forgery
You
has
see when
been
you have
established.
intelligent and dumb
We're not
lawyer.
arguing forgery, right? So the question that the freeze asked and the argument they were having before I came was if they can prove that Blessing CEO actually has cancer.
No, at the time she asked for money, she doesn't have. She collected money by pretext,
Okay, now
by false
let me
pretext.
ask you.
That's you understand?
Let Belinda talk.
On what? Who determines who has cancer or not?
The doctor.
Okay. So far, from all the evidence as we have it online, what evidence has been brought forward as a proof that the person in question has cancer?
None yet.
That will not be entirely true. Because the person in question did display on national television.
You're still taking it back to forgery.
And accepted that it is hers.
So
now,
you're still taking it back
that,
to forgery, right?
No, counsel.
Don't gaga, let her talk.
As we have it, the deception, the obtaining under fault was done on the strength of a document. And unfortunately, that document seems to be false or forged. So we are not talking, forgery is not exclusive to obtaining under false. They are not two separate things.
No, they are not.
Exactly.
They are not.
I like
that
this
was
Belinda.
not the argument. Because we've established forgery.
You have established. Network.
We've established forgery.
Let her talk. Daddy Freeze and dummy lawyer, let her talk.
You cannot say that you have established forgery when the strength of which she raised money from the public was from this.
Okay, so you are saying you're still basing.
Let her talk now.
You're still basing the strength on the document.
I am not basing it. It is what it is.
So I was not arguing. So hold on, I was not arguing based on
like that.
So Belinda, hold on. I was not arguing based on.
Dummy lawyer will not let her
like
talk.
I said, I'm even also angry at Blessing CEO.
Even me that I'm not a lawyer, it's common sense.
Right? Because if you've checked online since how many days now, you're seeing people sue her for false pretense, let her return the money, The sole reason people gave Blessing money was because she has cancer, right?
That will also not be entirely true.
Okay, so I don't know, but she came out and cried she has cancer.
You see the difference between someone that is...
Most people donated because she said she has cancer, right? So now that the freeze was asking...
Let her talk, let Belinda talk.
And she's still claiming she has cancer, which I think she doesn't have though. Okay. And she's still claiming she has cancer. And the court now says, okay, go for another clinical test. And this test now comes out that she has cancer. Will people still sue her for obtaining under false pretense?
Oh yes.
Because the first document she used to take money from people was false.
So who is suing her? So for
everybody, including the family, including those that donated.
So for the forgery, the Nigerian Medical Association, for the forgery, the Nigerian Medical Association can sue her. The doctor whose name appeared on that document can sue her. You understand? That's
the public can also sue her. All donors can sue her.
The state can sue her.
Who?
The state.
The Nigerian state can sue her.
So maybe the people that donated money.
Not everybody will go school. No.
1 minute, sorry,
counsel. So maybe the people that donated
let her talk now, lawyer.
That as at the time she made that statement that she didn't have cancer, but you have the onus will be on the prosecution to prove that Blessing intended to defraud the public.
No, she did not intend it. She defrauded.
Counsel. Now, this perception that it is only those who donated money that can sue is also quite false.
Other people can sue too. That's
yes,
right.
So I want to clarify that because the fact that somebody raped my neighbor's daughter and did not rape my daughter, so I do not have the right to speak about it, is false, because that's a crime. And obtaining under false pretense is a crime. So I do not have to have contributed money to her account for me to have the locus standi to bring an action against her. So why do you
Let her talk now, Madam Lawyer.
Right. So you are right, but I don't have the need to sue Blessing because I didn't contribute.
You may not have about you. Other parties that are interested may have, and it's not based on whether they paid money to her account or not.
So that the priest does not want to sue.
Nobody is mandating.
Okay, I want to.
So you go and sue.
That the free is on chat
John
GPT.
does not want to. John is not shouting.
You see, say the man no fit talk now.
No, John does not want to. And Belinda, that you can does not mean you will. That's the truth.
You can.
What?
Can does not mean you will win.
You understand?
So you can't speak for me. You can't tell
Belinda, do you actually think you can win?
Yes.
What are the fees? I can win anything.
100% sure.
In a people matter, you can't tell me what I can win. In fact, I have a stronger chance of winning than I have of losing.
So Belinda, how do you prove to the court that Blessing didn't have cancer?
A matter that is as clear as daylight.
Exactly.
What other document did she bring forward?
Now, Belinda, let's go back to
forgery.
Hold on. Let's go back to a very important.
You go make person go school.
Aspect of the law. The onus being on the accuser instead of the accused. So if you are saying she doesn't have cancer, wouldn't the onus...
That's not Belinda saying. No, not what Belinda said.
What are you suing, Belinda? Sorry, what are you suing?
As of the time
Under false pretext. Obtaining under false pretext.
she did not know she had cancer.
Okay, good. Now,
So John, how do you prove it?
Thank you.
Okay, how do I prove
it?
it? How do I prove it? A medical report that predicts that.
You will have to bring it, not her.
No. Why?
The medical report is in public domain now.
Please, hold on 1 second. John, hold on 1 second. The medical report, as we have it, if what the NMA have just, the memo that they have just sent out, if it is real and if it is true, is already a very strong proof to say that they have disassociated themselves from the report that strengthened well-meaning public to donate to that cause.
But has that said she does not have cancer?
Daddy Freeze, keep quiet now.
Hasn't.
Good.
It has only proven one thing. Belinda, so it's only...
Can you imagine?
Belinda, that memo released.
They are trying to change the narrative.
Wait, I think you have been here for a bit, right?
No, let me say this. Sorry, 1 minute. That memo released by the Nigerian Medical Association only proved forgery.
Okay.
Not that she does not have...
I take you back to the issue of relevance. If Blessing does have cancer, we don't know. But let's assume that she does. On what strength now did she come to the public to prove that she has cancer? John
Exactly.
Say he has cancer. Anyone can say they have cancer.
Exactly.
What strength do you have? It's not a medical report. Except diagnosed by a doctor, a certified medical profession, you are just blabbing.
Exactly.
Now, hold on. I am not done, counsel. Now,
Common
she
sense.
got a medical report. And on that strength, people donated to her. Now we have come out to find out, or we have come to find out that that medical report is forged. If she does have cancer, it does not invalidate the fact that she took money under false pretense.
Exactly. I did like when person get sense. So
Hold on, counsel.
good evening. Good evening.
Daddy Freeze, hold on. Daddy Freeze, let me not forget, please. The people, Daddy Freeze, hold on, please. Let me not forget. Did people donate to Blessing on the strength of that medical report? Because I know
Of course, because she said she had cancer.
Report did not come out days after Blessing cried out.
Thank you.
Should I answer that question?
I'm asking Belinda.
Let me answer it. Let me answer before Belinda answers.
Okay,
They donated to her on the strength that they believe that she must have had a medical report to come out to say she had cancer.
Okay,
The doctor could have pressed her breast inside bathroom.
Daddy Freeze, your dad is a doctor. Doctors don't diagnose anybody outside the hospital.
Exactly.
It is unethical for a doctor. It's unethical for a doctor to examine you outside the hospital.
Belinda, answer.
I want
Belinda, please answer.
The aim will not be to implicate people like Daddy Freeze, but Daddy Freeze, if this were the case, then maybe you would have to be implicated. Because
Exactly.
you came on your life and you said on two different occasions that you have proof that you have this.
Yes, because she sent me that report.
How did you authenticate the report?
You confirmed that that report is the same report that Arise had claimed as well. So
Exactly.
on the strength of your credibility, did certain people believe that that report is true? On the strength of the credibility of other bloggers who she claimed, which was screenshot and shared around, which she also admitted on your live that she sent, and she's going to sue them for disclosing it without her consent. That same report you acknowledged on your live today that it is the report that is going around. So
I love
your
Belinda.
credibility is also at stake here.
Cancel,
you need to stay one place.
I love this Belinda. You see that the freeze now. That the freeze is shaking. That the freeze is shaking now.
Because I asked a question you've not answered.
Rita, two things that I wanted to ask.
And that the freeze didn't see this coming.
Answer carefully because I'm rounding up now.
He wants to round up now. He didn't expect what Belinda said.
For 3 hours.
Oh my God!
First things first. When she came and started connecting money, what she posted was stage 4. And then she posted her account number.
No, she said stage 4. Then she said she has cancer. The videos are there. I have videos.
She had cancer. The doubt only came when that result was published. The result did not facilitate the donation. It debunked
the doubt came from day one.
But your life facilitated the donation.
That's not the point. Now, his life is not what we are arguing now.
No, Daddy Freeze, you did a show even before she came to your life stating that you have seen the report and you can authoritatively say that she has cancer. Daddy Freeze, don't lie.
They were cursing her on my life.
Daddy Freeze already dragged.
May he talk now, God go punish her.
Okay. So Daddy Freeze, let's not mix things up, yeah, even as you round. We need to establish two things, or one thing. Are we talking about deception, or are we talking about diagnosis? And I asked the question, excuse me.
I told you deception. I told you deception.
Yes. So are we
Daddy Freeze can't walk away.
Deception counsel.
We have argued that there's deception from many levels. Of course, yes,
Daddy Freeze is uncomfortable.
What relevance is it if she has cancer when there's deception? Because people are trying to institute an action against her for deception, and that is already established.
And you aided and abetted that Daddy Freeze.
Forgery.
Thank you, my learned colleague.
Forgery. No, so forgery is part of forgery is part of the deception. But this particular deception we were focusing on is people saying refund money, sue her for collecting money from you.
Belinda,
she misrepresented the fact. You understand?
Belinda, before you came.
So before you came, we were talking about.
I established a few things.
Daddy Freeze is shaking now.
Daddy Freeze, comment section for us now.
No need.
Daddy Freeze, you turned it off.
I turned it off since.
Oh, he turned comment section off.
Stupid. If you are not a lawyer,
Daddy Freeze does not want to be called out.
Because you don't have sense. Simple. Simple. This conversation we are having, if you don't have an idea of the law, you cannot have
Daddy Freeze, they go drag. There's no way he can do this case. There's no way they will take Blessing Seal and they will not take Daddy Freeze. Because he authenticated her story of cancer.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Daddy Freeze, are you even also aware? Okay, anyway, you are aware because on this live, I think somebody laid emphasis on it, that she also went to the same Arise and agreed with my learned colleague that it hasn't been confirmed.
Yes, you see, listen.
At the time of collecting money from people. So why are we having an argument?
Okay, so if you bring in that,
he's not a witness, so he's an accomplice.
It might be a little bit confirmed. It might be a little bit warm.
Nevertheless, she took money from people.
Let me establish what we agreed on here before you came.
So Daddy Freeze,
Daddy
take her back to when
Freeze.
people was arguing.
Daddy Freeze, you know get case so you are nothing but an accomplice.
Wait now, Belinda, wait, Rita, wait.
He did not expect Belinda to come with what she's saying.
On the merit of that report, the medical association can sue her for forgery.
Even you can be sued
In question
for misleading the public,
for using his name, impersonation and forgery.
Yeah.
The person who owned the real report, whose report was tendered, can also sue her for impersonation and forgery.
and Daddy Freeze, you can be sued for also colliding with her to defraud the public.
And it is a very serious problem right here. And that is what we need
And
to
you are part
address.
of that problem. You will be sued.
Does she have cancer? Yes or no?
No.
It's not relevant. It's not relevant, Daddy Freeze.
John wants to institute a case against her, and I want you to...
Daddy Freeze is not relevant whether she has cancer or not. The fact remains she was deceptive.
Now,
In a corner.
wait, that's what I'm asking you. Legally, you know that if John wants to sue Blessing, the onus is on him to prove that, not that the paper is a forgery, that she did not know she has cancer.
No, she can't say she doesn't know. No, Daddy Freeze.
Is John going to present the case in that regard? That's all I want you to answer. Finish. I remove my hand.
I'm sorry the line kept breaking up, but whatever it is, that if I'm saying, and if there's anything that's going to hold strength to this, the person in question came out publicly on national television and admitted that at the time of taking funds from the public, her cancer had not been confirmed.
Exactly.
That is the argument.
You are right, but we are going back to
Shengbo.
Shengbo bots. No, we are going back to before Arise TV. You understand?
What relevance is that?
No, so we are assuming. No, we are assuming she had not gone to Arise TV.
No,
Ask me a question.
No, Belinda, hold on. The question has
They don't go let the Belinda talk. Daddy Freeze thought Belinda was coming to come and talk in his favor.
That the merit of Blessing's case and the merits of the people that are going to take her to court are going to be argued in front of a judge, and either party can win, and the party that loses can appeal.
Very correct.
I want us to establish that. So you have an argument against her. Rita seems to have an argument for her. We can bring two more lawyers, and they'll either be on
Daddy Freeze, don't twist the story.
And when we go to court,
Daddy Freeze, you are an accomplice. Before you even brought us to your live show, you had said you did a show, and your live show you did say openly that you have seen the report and you know it was Saturday last week.
Which way?
You say you have seen the report and you know that Blessing CEO has cancer.
The law is the law.
Must be in line with the law.
The law is the law.
So you are Belinda now. So I'm asking you, are predetermining what?
Say that again.
You are predetermining what the judge would rule.
I am saying that the law supersedes.
No, John, you are saying it, Abi. Belinda, are you saying what John is saying? That
I am saying, I don't need anyone to speak for me.
Because he was saying it.
That the law supersedes anyone, including the judge.
Obviously.
The judge is in line with the provision.
Okay, so what if the judge, because of lack of evidence, rules in Rita's favor?
That's why there's something called the
And
appeal.
you go to the appeal court and you lose.
That's why there's something called the Supreme Court.
No, Daddy Freeze, the court of law is not a cult. If you lose, it's fine. If you lose at Supreme Court level, that's fine. We're not in a cult.
So what I'm trying to tell you, Belinda, is you are asserting that 100% you will win. That's not the case.
Daddy Freeze, I'm sorry, but if I'm going in for a case, you cannot make me feel like I wouldn't win. It's on the duty of the defense to say that I wouldn't win. It's not me to say that I will not win. I'm going to say that.
But this is on you to prove a false representation of facts.
See this baby lawyer. See this dumb baby lawyer.
See what we are asking. It's on you. Cancel is on you.
What are you guys talking about proving a false
No,
representation?
you have to prove it. Now you cannot just come and say, you cannot just come and tell the court that as at the time of the
Even she did video herself. She did live video. She even took a swipe at her donors. She did video where she cut her hair. She preempted a disease.
Please, can you give this honorable court
a
report saying that you had cancer? That as in the court, that your medical report is no longer a confidential document. It's the document to you at the court. Let me just give us the medical report. Simple.
So she does. Sorry, Belinda. So she doesn't have it. And the court, hold on now. So if she doesn't have it, they will sentence her to life imprisonment.
No,
she doesn't have it.
If she doesn't have it, that means she does not know she had cancer.
No, so the court will naturally send her to do another test.
No.
So how did she know she had cancer in the first place?
Belinda, do you want to say the court will not mandate her to do a test?
No.
I maintain that the court will look at what is relevant. What are we trying to establish?
We're trying to establish if she has cancer or not.
You've been speaking, right?
So you asked a question. We are trying to establish if there was cancer or not.
I'm making a point.
Okay.
The point is we are trying to establish the case of obtaining under false pretense, deception, forgery, all of them put in one bracket or in different charges, right? At the time of which money was obtained, did this person have this disease?
I see.
Now, hold on to that trail of thought. Now, whether we say, she did not release the report online, she by herself came out and said that her cancer has not been confirmed at the time of collecting money. That alone is a solid ground for takeoff. Why do you think that the court will now say, go and do the court is no Father Christmas? You know that, counsel. The court is not out here dishing favors to people. On what grounds or what is the relevance of asking her to do a cancer test again? To prove what? She had already allegedly, whatever it is not, at least as of the case as we have it, has been obtained under false pretense.
Belinda, I don't know when you joined.
You see this one? This one is just there. This one is just there dancing around.
We all agreed that
I don't know when you joined. I don't know when you joined.
TV messed things up.
Whether she went to Arise TV or not, she has already established lies.
So I can't speak to before she went to Arise. We can argue that out. But blessing.
Exactly.
Everything becomes evidence for the prosecution. Whether you say what you went to Arise or
so what are you basing this argument on? That is just a minute. You are basing it on the
fact that he's not going that the freeze way. He won't end the show. He wants to end the show.
Guys, everybody, let's calm down. Okay? Whatever it is.
Yeah, that the freeze, you are in hot water.
We are only trying to make one case for Blessing at this point. Because that's the only case that she has. She submitted herself to a scrutiny on national television that has proven forgery beyond reasonable doubt. Okay. So let us all understand that Blessing
no be small thing allege. No be small thing.
One. What do I lean on? I lean on the fact that she admitted that report on national TV, and a doctor and the medical association.
Even if she did not admit on national TV, the day one she did a video, she admitted lies.
So, one, Blessing CEO, in my humble opinion and my understanding of the law, has. And we are never going to sit with that. We are not going to accept that. We are not going to say it is okay. We are not going to even say she did not know what she was doing. There is a clear-cut case of forgery. You understand? Whether you like it or not, there is a clear-cut case of forgery. And that must be admitted. Secondly, Blessing CEO used another person's report as established by that letter we've seen making rounds on social media. Allegedly. Somebody corrected me, said I should use allegedly. Thank you very much. Now, what does, if it is true that Blessing CEO used a real cancer patient's, what is it called, report, then she has done the alleged following. 1, undermined the pain and suffering of real cancer survivors, warriors, patients, and anybody who lost someone or was watching their person go through the pain of cancer. And that she must apologize for.
Apologize?
Hold on. Or she can be sued for it.
She can be sued for it.
There's a face out of the law.
Let me finish. 2, I'm summarizing everything that we've discussed for the last 3 hours. So please, no more interjections. 2 or 3. The doctor whose name she used, she has brought disrepute to his name, allegedly, just in case the letter making rounds is now proven tomorrow to be fake. So let us also, allegedly, the letter that we've seen making rounds on social media, according to, has put the doctor in a bad light. The doctor can actually sue for financial damages. He can actually get
reputational damage.
Reputational damages that will, sorry, I said finance because he will get money. He can sue her for money. And what can he sue her very easily off the top of my head for? Impersonation, nature, and his diagnosis. So that is a separate case on its own. So we have established like 4 or 5 cases. So we were only making a case for Blessing. Should she have cancer? And can she prove that she has cancer? Then it will be hard to sue her for obtaining under false pretenses because she had cancer. But that is already a debate that we are debating back and forth here. It's not clear-cut. Every other thing that is working against her is allegedly clear-cut. You understand? Clear-cut, allegedly.
I like the look on Belida's face.
If she admits that document on Arise, and they call the doctor allegedly on Arise, and somebody there said he knows the doctor allegedly, and the doctor said he did not issue that report, then we have a case of forgery that we do not know where she's going to start defending herself from. So if Blessing does not know anything, in my humble opinion, untrained, unlearned in legal parlance, I say Blessing has a lot of explaining to do. And if she knows what is good for her, if she knows what is good for her at this stage, she should come out. I don't know if it will even be legally good for her to issue an apology, because that's now she's now admitting. But I don't know how she's going to win the case. Whether
have you seen the video she made today?
She made another video again today. No,
she was laughing at Nigerians.
No, that was 2 days ago. She's off social media for now.
So why was she 2 days ago? Okay.
So, John, we are not saying you are wrong. Belinda, we are not saying you are wrong. We just wanted to see if there is a possibility of a case that she can use to package herself out of this mess.
Okay, so let me answer you. Let me take you. So while there's a possibility, because in law we say ubi jus, ubi remedium, where there is a wrong, there must be a remedy. Mm-hmm. So there's no case that you cannot say that there is no remedy. Do you understand? And that would be for her to get lawyers that would find her remedy. But in the interim and at the moment, this is where we are. If she has good lawyers, they'll find a remedy, because there's no case without a remedy.
If she approaches you to defend her, will you defend her?
It depends how much she's paying.
I will, if the terms of engagement are right. Why not?
So you will go lawyer with all this thing where you talk, you will still go court.
If she divide the 14 million when they pay, if she divide the 14 million when they pay into 2, give Belinda half.
Listen, if you're watching this live and you think that you need legal representation, I'm not advertising, but I'm thinking that you should think about it. Yeah. So.
Melinda,
So
I have 2% of that legal fee. I have 20% of that legal fee.
You see how I'm looking at Belinda.
I have 20% of that legal fee.
But
Belinda.
I have 20% of that legal fee. Belinda. If you want moral support, you can contact me.
You can be on the defense side today. Tomorrow you can be on.
And if you also understand my own professional job, it is to provide a fair opportunity.
Which professional
for
job?
us to discuss, agree, disagree, and eventually come to a conclusion. For me, it is a
Good evening, Fumi.
Legally, Belinda and Amy.
If you like legally.
Yes. I want to ask because every day we learn. Legally, I want to ask you this: if she had not gone on Arise and admitted to that document, would she have had a better case?
Come see, sir.
Rita, Amy, if she had not gone to Arise.
The video she did by herself.
A lighter one, not a better one. You understand?
A lighter case.
Yes, a lighter one, not a better one. You understand? Because I think the evidences out there are overwhelming. So I would say a lighter one, not but. You understand? She admitted to a lot going to Arise.
So for me, going to Arise just make the case. They will just make the case faster. If the case was supposed to be in court for 30 days, it will just make the case be in court for 2 days. But whether she didn't go to Arise, she does not.
So yes, I think the way that the freeze read them out, right? It's like, okay, we have clear-cut cases. Every other place is still that obtaining under false pretenses. You understand? And then the moment she admitted that her cancer case was not proven, was not confirmed. I'm sorry, Belinda.
That's her business.
You'll be doing a lot of defense.
So we all have agreed here.
They don't travel for Easter.
I know they go anywhere.
Anyway, it is we've had enough. We've gotten the gist. Daddy Freeze is still there defending. He's still defending Blessing either way, which way. But one thing is, in a working country, which Nigeria is also a working country, irrespective of the jaga around Nigeria. Daddy Freeze on Saturday the what day? So Monday was 30th, Saturday was 28th. On Saturday the 28th of March, Daddy Freeze did a live show with where Victoria Yama and Samantha, I think Samantha is the name of the lady, and Daddy Freeze authoritatively said on that live show on Saturday the 28th, he said authoritatively on that live show that I have seen the reports. I have seen Blessing's report. I'm privy to a private information, and I've seen Blessing's report, and I can confirm that Blessing has cancer. Daddy Freeze outrightly said it. This thing should be on his. It should be on his. What is it called? It should be on his. It should be on his. What's it called? It should be on his Instagram or Facebook, where Victoria Yama and Samantha actually came. So he's not a witness. Daddy Freeze an accomplice. There's a difference between being a witness. Daddy Freeze was confirming that he saw the report, and and he can confirm that she definitely has cancer. He's not a witness, he's an accomplice. Because I say he's an accomplice in the sense that Daddy Freeze is a public figure. Okay? So perhaps if Daddy Freeze had come out saying, I saw the report, oh, but I am unsure about the report, right? Then perhaps people will not even continue donating money. You see that the Freeze and QT Juice, whoever is under that QT Juice, they had a similar situation. QT Juice, I don't know how QT Juice saw the report. Okay, maybe it's through Mario, I don't know. Saw the report, and QT Juice initially said, I have the report. And people can in reality, in real, or I don't know how she said it, but she was confirming that that she has cancer. She said, but however, I will call that number. Sure, let me see how the QT Juice, whoever it is.
Social media is
Shush. Social media. Now you know say social media no do well. Okay, hold on. He's an enabler and accomplice. Thank you, Jare Vivian V. So QT Juice saw the. Hold on. I want to go back and look at the report because I want to be able to quote her right how she said it. I keep saying her as if I know who it is. Hold on. Hold on. Just give me 1 minute. So on the 30th, okay, on the 30th of hold on, let me see. I'm just making sure that there's no other. So this is QT Juice. This was on the 27th of March. QT Juice, which is a blog on Instagram. I don't know if there's any other place, but that's where I usually see it. QT Juice said, this is what we've got, and Glamour shared with a doctor friend, and this is what he said. Please read below. The doctor will show his opinion. The histology shows that this person has breast cancer. To be specific, this is an invasive ductal cancer. It usually starts from the breast. So basically, the person was explaining, and she said, then she explained all of that. And she said, she needs urgent treatment, in my opinion. I hope this helps. Okay, that was the 27th. Then on that same 27th, she now made an update. QT Juice, I keep saying she, I don't know if it's a she. Blessing, please, we have the number. That's an update on Instagram. It says, blessing, please, with the number of your test result, sheet. And the person that answered it sounds a northerner who confirmed that this is his private number and is not linked to any medical center. Now, QT Juice then wrote, blessing, what is going on? Let it not be that Sarah and Cider Budge are right. Oh, cancer, why is there a wrong telephone number on the test result? And she said, and QT Juice said, I will be right back. Abeg, who is in Enugu? That was the same 27th of March. Now, on that same 27th of March, somebody called QT Juice then uploaded something, right? Christina Miller 7736. After we saw the result, Glamour showed it to a doctor, and from what's on the result sheet, the doctor explained, which we even posted. Now Glamour decided to call the medical center to know how much it will cost, so Glamour can send her own contribution to the medical center. And that was when this guy answered. Now e be like say the guy don't block Glamour self. Okay, now that's QT Juice then said, blessing, please come and give us the correct details of the hospital because Glamour must donate. Shebi, you say you have cancer, even the test result shows you have medical issues. You must give us the correct details so we can donate towards your medical bill. God blessing, let it not be another Onyeze, because the northern guy that answered the call clearly have no clue about hospital or anything. This was all on the 27th. Now, on that same 27th, after the QT juice had called, right, that same result that QT juice have is exactly the same thing that Daddy Freeze had. QT juice then said, "Dear QTs, please let's hold on to our money for donation. Let's hold on to our money for donation towards Blessing for now until she gives the right number of the medical center." And then QT juice then went ahead and explained. The result, as explained by medical doctor, shows someone that needs urgent medical attention. But as so, if Blessing's report is from an authentic, that is the wahala now, because the telephone number provided is for one northern guy who has denied working in a hospital or having any working links with the medical center. Maybe the hospital put wrong telephone number or something, but let's wait first for now, because the telephone number is definitely wrong. If a hospital can put wrong telephone number on a legal medical document, then we need to make sure the diagnoses aren't wrong also. And of course, QT juice, obviously, so you can see this is what you call good journalism. Information was shared, and the blogger QT juice did a due diligence, right? The due diligence is making sure they contact the hospital, because remember, Blessing CEO asked people to donate money. She didn't tell them how much. She didn't tell them the cost of her treatment. And remember, that was also asked. She was also asked exact same question on Arise TV. Even this Belinda girl, lady, asked this question when she came on Daddy Freeze's show. How much what's the cost of the treatment? You don't know. People are just donating money. You can see that QT juice immediately told her followers, instructed her followers not to donate until they can verify the medical documents. Daddy Freeze, on the other hand, Daddy Freeze did not say anything. I do not want to believe for once that Daddy Freeze did not verify the medical documents, because the way Daddy Freeze is even speaking, it is very obvious that Daddy Freeze knows that document is false. But because he wants to continue to mislead, he's an accomplice of Blessing CEO. Because come to think about it, after the first document was put out, Daddy Freeze obviously knows about QT juice. There's no way that Daddy Freeze can say he doesn't know that QT juice wrote all of this on the blog. Apart from that, the family, I remember the very day that Daddy Freeze brought what's her name, Blessing CEO, to come and do that damage control PR that they did. Chidi Mike, Blessing CEO had started doing updates again for Chidi Mike and the family, and then Chidi Mike, in response to her, did a 30 minutes video or something like that, where the brother of the lady who Blessing CEO, it's not an alleged because she did it, the brother of the lady whom Blessing CEO stole identity and medical record, came on Chidi Mike's page on Instagram. We remember I streamed it live, and the man outrightly said Blessing CEO stole the document and falsified it. The guy confirmed it. And what did Daddy Freeze do? Instead of Daddy Freeze to do his due diligence, so much for him being a good journalist, instead of him to do his due diligence, what did he do in return? Daddy Freeze 3 hours later, maybe 3-4 hours later, brought Blessing CEO, and he was asking leading questions. Initially, he didn't even want anybody to ask questions until people parroted for him. He didn't want anybody to ask questions. Belinda was asking him questions. This Belinda was a lawyer on that day that was asking her questions, and Daddy Freeze was her mouthpiece. Remember that nurse came on the show and asked her about how did she find out she had breast cancer. Okay, talk us through the process of testing. Blessing CEO kept saying, I think it's my left, I think it's my right. Meanwhile, that medical report that she stole, because Blessing is nothing but a crook. The medical report clearly states that it is a second opinion, which means the person that owns that medical report had already been diagnosed, and the person, like every other thing, like any other person, sought a second opinion. That medical report clearly states second opinion. It clearly states it there. And it didn't just stop at second opinion. It was very detailed. The breast cancer is on the left breast. It was very, 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 very detailed. So Blessing CEO coming on national TV, forget about every national TV, coming on social media, as she says it, to come and say, I don't, even the one she came under the freeze, to come and say, I don't know, it is my left breast, it is my right breast, it is kinikon, I think. No. The medical report was very, very clear what was wrong. The medical report was very clear with the diagnosis. It was very, very clear about it. And the medical report also advised on the next stage. Which was a treatment that was needed. Go look at that the medical report is on QT Juice blog. Go there, go and read that medical report. It was very, very clear. So, and you know the interesting thing, because Blessing CEO is not a clever thief, just like her mentor, Daddy Freeze. She now had the goat. She had the goat because Daddy Freeze that claims he's a professional journalist. That medical report, even if they're not going to show us, Daddy Freeze seeing that medical report, according to today, he's still admitting it. Seeing that medical report, he should have based his questions around that medical report. Daddy Freeze, he knows that people will scrutinize her. Daddy Freeze was busy protecting her and accompanying her to lie to the public. And even till date, he's still doing the exact same thing. Daddy Freeze is still doing exact same thing. You can see on this his live show. The moment John came, they were able to silence I don't know what the name of the other guy. The other guy didn't really know what he was talking about. But when that John came, that John was very clear. You don't need any cancer test she goes to do now. Does not establish anything. The fact remains, when she came out, what did she do? She first posted video. She has stage 4. Then subsequently, she started crying. Uwamo, kiniko. She did that one. Then the next thing, she got a barber and started cutting her hair. And the next thing, she came out and presented and said, they want to amputate her breast. Ikiniko. She put account number. Now, for someone who already had a second opinion test, the report was very clear. The part of the breast that was affected, the report is very detailed. You don't need to be a medical person to read that report. You don't need to have cancer to understand what that report is saying. I'm not mindful of accusing. Daddy Freeze is an accomplice. Badu creation. Listen, I am not accusing Daddy Freeze. I'm speaking on facts. Everything I'm saying is based on the video he did. It's based on his live videos. Daddy Freeze, that's why I gave you the dates. I don't know at what stage you joined. On the 28th of March, the show that Daddy Freeze did with Victoria Yama and Samantha, I think it's Samantha that is the name of the lady. Daddy Freeze was very clear. He said it several occasions. Even when Samantha and Victoria Yama were asking him, Daddy Freeze continued to maintain that he has private, he has seen the reports and he has private information, and he can authoritatively say that Blessing CEO has cancer. Go and look at the video. The videos are there. He did it himself. As a matter of fact, if they are picking up, if they are suing Blessing CEO, Daddy Freeze needs to be sued along. In a working country, Daddy Freeze claimed to be a journalist. He should never have taken sides with Blessing. You see that interview that Blessing went to go and do in Arise TV. They keep saying they set her up, they set up. There's no setup. Arise TV has the honors. If somebody is coming on your social, on your platform to come say something, then but you have the right as an organization. They cannot be. Do you know Arise TV is a national television. Arise TV is a national television. Arise TV, Blessing CEO cannot parade information. She cannot parade information, and Arise TV will not back themselves up. What they did is what you call ethics. They applied their ethical values. That's what they did. They got a doctor to scrutinize what she's saying. They got a lawyer to guide them in the act of law. Rosie, it's not as simple that the Freeze cannot wash his hands off. His platform has misled the public. His platform misled the public. Even his stand on Arise TV, that the Freeze continues to mislead the public. You see the problem. We want a better country. But what we are not wanting, we don't want people to be accountable. That the Freeze is not just an individual. That the Freeze is a public individual. Like now, I run a blog. Okay? I have a platform. The information I put on my platform, I don't know who is listening. It could be vulnerable people that are listening. It could be anybody could listen. Anybody could come across my video. If I put wrong information out, I am liable to be sued. I am liable to be sued. Why do you think YouTube, all of them, why do you think they put code of conduct in place? We cannot want a better Nigeria and be selecting the thief, the one that will be prisoned, and the one that will rub the head. That the Freeze needs to be accountable. He needs to take full accountability. Sis, and if I support you, I won't be an accomplice. Rosie, I don't think you understand. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. You see, I think you need to go. I don't know. If you go on the Freeze's show, go back on his show and watch the show he did on the 28th of March. Go and watch the show he did on the 28th of March. I deliberately read QT Juice's post. On the 27th, you can see the difference between QT Juice and the Freeze. On the 27th, QT Juice posted, he or she posted the medical report, did their his or her due diligence, and the moment they found discrepancies and deception in the information, QT Juice came out and was accountable to the followers. Are there people on that blog who would have donated? Most likely when the report was put out. QT Juice then came back and said, I have put out this thing, but the number we called is a northern person's number. Not just a northerner. The person said he does not have any affiliation with the medical center and he's not even practicing. The QT Juice was very detailed and immediately instructed the people following the blog, don't donate until we get accurate information. That is what you call accountability. QT Juice, nobody can sue QT Juice. But Daddy Freeze, despite the fact that that report still showed, because even if that report itself, Daddy Freeze says he has seen the report long before, right? That report is very detailed. For Blessing to be, even the question they were asking Blessing on Daddy Freeze's show, for Blessing to be saying, I think it's my right, I think it's my left. No, you can't be thinking on a second opinion. On a second opinion, the disease has been established, or the illness has been established. There is no law that says you can't go and seek a third opinion. You can go and seek as many opinions as you want to seek. The question is, when Daddy Freeze saw that as a journalist that he claims to be, or public figure, whatever he claims to be, when he saw that report, did Daddy Freeze do his due diligence? If he didn't do his due diligence, ignorance is not admissible. It's not an excuse in the court of law. QT Juice did due diligence. So why didn't Daddy Freeze do his due diligence? Daddy QT Juice on the 27th, you could see the amount of posts that was posted back and forward. Daddy Freeze got the report. I don't know at what stage he got the report, and continue to maintain. Go and look at the videos. Even away from even the report, the videos that Blessing CEO did. Number one, you said you had cancer. Then you came out. Number two, you started cutting your hair. You were doing one more, whatever. You cut your hair. You started asking for money. How much do you need for treatment? You are not saying. You are collecting money. Money is coming straight into your account. At what stage did you start treating yourself? She wasn't willing to give. She was not willing to be honest. What are we saying here? What are we saying here? She wasn't being honest. She had stage 4. At what stage did she find that she had stage 4 cancer? And okay, subsequently, she was collecting money in her account. As if that was not enough, she disappeared into the thin hair. The family of the guy came out and said, the family of the lady came out and said, oh, there's the lady, Blessing stole their sister's medical document. Blessing did not come out to come and address that. Instead, on that same day, Blessing covered her face, she covered her head. She came on Daddy Freeze's show, Daddy Freeze's platform, to come and do damage control. Even when the brother of the lady, go and watch the show. When the brother of the lady came out and said was on the same show, she was there eyeing the guy. Remember, she kept saying, let's go to court. Why is the person that said I stole her result, why is she not here? Let's go to court. Her mouth was sharp. Okay, you said you have lumps. At what stage? Okay, you said you had lumps in July. Then they did biopsy for you, according to Blessing. Blessing is the first person that they will do biopsy for. Straight as she gets lumps. Okay, you said they did biopsy for you. Did they not do any scan or anything? She said no. Right? Okay, you said they did biopsy. Even the nurse was asking, the biopsy, when they were doing it for you, how did they do it? She said, I think something as invasive as that. You are thinking? It's like me going for smear test now. And I'm being asked, how do they do smear test? And I'm saying, I think. There's nothing to think. Because there's a simple, the way smear test is done is straightforward. It's mostly similar with every female. So what is the I think in it? It's like when they want to collect blood from your body. You are not saying I think. You are thinking what? Okay. Then they say, okay, how did they do the biopsy? They put something. She didn't even know. On Daddy Freeze's show, She didn't know what they put in her body. Did they give you an anesthetics? Oh no, it wasn't that painful. And then after that the freezing show and everything, she then went ahead. The following day, she did a live video. She was busy taking a swipe at her donors. As if that is not enough, she now carried herself to Egungun Be Careful. As if that was not enough, she carried herself to Arise TV. Although she kept saying, I did not send the report to anybody. I did not send the report to anybody. I will sue anybody that shaking it. She thought she was sensible by putting a message on disappearing message. But obviously, like I said, when I was talking about the case, she can put a message on disappearing message for all she cares. Forensics, it doesn't cost them anything to get all the information out. It doesn't cost them anything. Oh, Auntie Aduni is here. Sorry, I didn't realize Auntie Aduni is here. Auntie Ekrolema, Shalafi Alewama. You know, it doesn't cost her anything. She carried herself to what's the name? To Arise TV. She carried herself to Arise TV thinking she was being smart. The report that she said she did not give to anybody. The report she said she did not give to anybody. She used her own hand like this and carried that report and showed it. Even if Dr. Fumi, is it Dr. Fumi or Funke? Even if that doctor did not look through that report, it is common sense. The video that Blessing CEO did when she first announced her cancer, that video screamed deception. I am yet to meet someone that will have cancer, and the first thing they want to do, the first thing they're thinking of doing is, I want to shave my hair. Come on. I have a friend whose child has cancer, right? About 4 years ago, when the news came, it was devastating. All that we were thinking of doing was, all of us suddenly started reading. The poor boy was going, he's a teenager. He was going for like tests and blah, 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 blah. The rest of us, it didn't matter whether we were related or not. We were all researching. Nobody was talking about, let us go and cut his hair. The boy went through chemo. We were all researching. We were researching. Oh, this is something that we've never heard before. Let us check. What is this? Da, 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 da. We were researching. That is what normal people do. That's what they do. I do not know anybody that they will diagnose or that they will give cancer, any kind of diagnosis, and the first thing the person is thinking of doing is the aftermath. I'm yet to meet that person. Even someone that is just like someone that has HIV, and the person is already preparing for when the person will die. As how? Anybody, I used to work in infectious control, right? Even I'm not medically trained in any shape or form. I'm not trained medically in any shape or form. I did sexual reproductive health as masters, but strictly from the angle of policy and implementation. And I know for a fact, I'm a social scientist. I am not in any way a science student. Even when we're working on the HIV/AIDS African project here in Scotland, the people we're working with, we're not, apart from talking about the medication, which we were not talking about it because that's not my field. I understand CD4 count just because we will all be educated about it. We paid more attention into the psychological angle of it, the food, nutrition, blah, blah, blah. That was all we're paying attention to. Because it's all interrelated. Same thing too with cancer. Like my friend's child. We were all looking at, okay, what kind of food, what are the kind of food that can trigger this, what is the cause of this, blah, blah. That was all we're thinking of. That child was having chemo. Yes, auntie, I did, ma. That child was having chemo. The mom was the one. The mom. She was the one going back and forward, back and forward. This when someone is, do you know what it is? It's like that girl does not even understand what it is to be diagnosed. The sibling, everybody, all of us around the mom, around the parents. Do you know what level of strength you need? Even after the treatment, at the initial stage, they treated, the boy was okay. You know, it doesn't just end in that treatment. It's life changing. And somebody woke up one morning, I have cancer. The next thing, put account number out. The next thing, before you say Jack Robinson, he carry Baba. He get Baba, begin to cut hair. Blessing is the first cancer patient I will see. And I repeat, that she claims she's diagnosed of cancer. And the next thing, she's already shaving her hair, even before treatment starts. That on its own, those videos on its own is deception. Even if they don't go on their Rise level, even if they don't use their Rise TV, what she did is obtaining money by false pretext. She stole cancer. Blessing thief. She thief. She don't know what to thief. Now cancer she the thief. What are we saying here? And then the priest is defending what is not defendable. He's not saying, you see, if they get the cut, my mother is one of thing that read law, is skinny. You don't need to be a lawyer to understand common sense. Even the dumb lawyer that he brought to his show, because that the priest will always bring people that will support him. If he knew that Belinda was not going to dance to his tune, I can bet you he will not. He actually phoned Belinda. He phoned her. He called her on the phone. He didn't know that Belinda was not going to support him. He now called, you see, I studied law, social media, they cannot use Instagram. As how? They cannot use Instagram. All the things, if she let her delete video upon video, if the system wants to deal with her, over here, you don't even need to talk grammar. All they did is forensics. The internet provider that you use and your phone provider, they will submit all those information. Should be the case of sextorting that YouTube and Snapchat they are still doing rubber on top. They don't get choice now. They don't carry them go court. They don't get choice. They will have to submit it. Gone are the days that you can mess in the village and everybody will keep quiet. Now, if you mess in the village, if you mess in your village in Kutangora, they go smell am for Florida, for America. We are now in a global space. Even for the Blessing, she doesn't understand the implication of what she's done. Arise TV was just the nail on was the final nail on the coffin. Arise TV, that interview on Arise TV is the final nail on the coffin. From the video she did on day one, the way she was talking, how can you have such a diagnosis? The result in your hand says second opinion. Not just second opinion, it's a very detailed report. Yes, Auntie Belinda was that lady. She was a lawyer that was grilling Blessing C on that the Freeze's show when he came to do that damage control. You know, just that video that she did. How can you say the report you are holding, the so-called report you held in your hand, forget about whether it's forged or not forged now. That report is go and look at it on QT Juice, and I think Auntie Aduni too has it on her page. Go and look at that medical report. Go and read it. Whether the fake one, whether the altered one or the original one, is very clear. They detailed the cancer, detailed and stated clearly there is a second opinion, detailed there is a left breast, It was very detailed, and the next stage of stages of treatment, next step of treatment is clearly written there, clearly advised. So for Blessing CEO, that even shows say she be olodo. You know when I tell you, see all these people wey be say they go carry expo for school, they go copy, they go copy name of the person wey they copy. That is what Blessing has done. She's not a clever thief. She carried report put for her like this. The report told her what is wrong with her. She came, she said on Daddy Free show, I don't know, in short, they want to amputate my brain. Okay, fine, that one not even did it again. She came on Daddy Free show. You say you have a lump. Where is the lump? He said the lump, and the lump is this. Okay, what did they do next? They did biopsy. Say, biopsy, no. They don't do imaging. Say no. Okay, let's even agree. Meanwhile, in Roborebe PR, that one was Babaji, was Benny. Okay, fine, we agree. The next thing, okay, the biopsy that they did, how did they do the biopsy? He say, I think it was a needle. Okay, how is the needle? Where did they do it? I think it's my left. No, I think it's my right. I think he was thinking. Meanwhile, the report that she's carrying in her hand tells her what should happen next. But she was thinking, because she stole the results. She was not patient enough. She was not sensible enough or intelligent enough to read. Even the Daddy Freeze that is Bawaju, that is Benny, they don't need any pep city. That report states what has happened. That report was very clear. Even all this rabba that Daddy Freeze was saying that day, it was not relevant. Forget about Daddy Freeze was reading Chat GPT. Forget all those grammar that he's saying. All those I read the oncology book when I was age 11, na story. Leave all those level. Like I said, I can tell you at least to an extent on a socio-economic level on HIV and process of testing, I can guide. But when they start talking about the medical procedure around it, I don't have a clue. All I just know be say your CD4 count, your CD4 count must be as normal, and that makes you undetectable. If your CD4 count is it when it reduces, then it puts you are a high risk of HIV, of AIDS. So they can help you maintain your CD4 count. I know that. I know as much as that. And I know that when you're undetectable, you cannot transmit it. I know that for a fact. Not because I'm medically trained. It's just because I was involved in a project. I was involved in the HIV project in Scotland. That was the only reason. And it was a 4-year project. It was a 3 years project. Medically, I cannot tell you this is how they will shook the needle. This is how they will collect blood. This is the kind of blood they want to. I cannot tell you all of that because I'm not medically trained. But I know for a fact that your CD4 count must be a certain amount for you to be undetectable. And if you can take your ART and maintain your CD4 count, and you cannot transmit. I know as much to say, so long as you are undetectable, you can have a child, you can get pregnant, you can have a child that will be HIV negative. I can say that authoritatively. And yet, I am not medically trained. But because of the project I did, I had that knowledge. Can I guide medically? No, I can't. So now think of somebody that has HIV. You can't say somebody that has cancer. I think. You can't think. Think as how? You don't think. Wetin loss when you dey think. And Daddy Freeze an accomplice. And yes, if you want to sue him along, because his page is a public. His page is a what do they call it now? His page is a public page. And he misled the people. He misled his audience, because I'm very sure there are people who are following him who donated. On the other hand, QT Jews got exact same information, got exact same medical report, and immediately swung into action to verify the information, and further went ahead to call the number. That's what the freeze was expected to do, to verify that information. Instead, on the 28th of March, that the freeze on the show with Victoria Yama and Samantha, saying that Samantha be the name of that girl, that the freeze outrightly said, I have seen I have private information, and I have seen the result, and I can state authoritatively that Blessing CEO has cancer. That's misleading. And he's claiming he's a journalist. The first law of journalism is that you investigate every information that is given to you. Every information that is shared with you, you investigate it. You must. That's what journalism is all about. You cannot take things on face value. Even those of us that are blogging, that's why when people want to come, excuse me, hello, can you come and put your face? Can you come and put your face to the story? If you can't put your face to the story, then that means there are two things. It's either you're not ready to tell your story, or your story is not accurate. Because if you have nothing to hide, there is no reason why you can't tell your story. There's no reason why you can't tell your story. That the freeze kept saying, I've seen the report. Even as at what day? Even as at the Arise TV, instead of that the freeze to address the problem, to address the concern, you should not have gone. This clickbaiting, is kinikon. Is that what the top? Is that what the real issue is? The question is, did Blessing lie or did she not lie? Did she steal cancer or did she not steal cancer? Did she obtain by false information, by deception or not? She did. Even this afternoon, despite when NMA, Nigerian Medical Association, when they put out that document, that the freeze did a short video. Go and look at it on his page. He was talking about how Nigerians flip. It was gaslighting initially. How Nigerians flip. It's interesting how people will love you, and the next thing, and they will turn against you. He blah blah blah. He blah blah blah. Then the next thing, he now came and did a live show. Initially, I watched the live show, but he was talking nonsense. And I said nonsense because he was just beating around the bush. It was when he now became serious. That was when I decided to stream it. It was when he became serious. Initially, he was beating around the bush. And that the freeze, because he knew what he was doing, he turned off his comment section. Why will you turn off your comment section? Arise TV, when they were doing this thing, their comment section is open. Their comments, forget whether she went to Arise TV or not. The video she did on her page, from the day she came to announce, to the one she did where she was telling her donors in Toyin, right? Or from that day, from the day she came out, I don't know whatever day she came out, from the day she came out to announce cancer, to the day she did in Toyin, and the interview she did under the freeze, all those is enough to persecute her. All those is enough to take her to the laundry. Arise TV was just the final nail on the coffin. That was the final nail. Because even on that the freeze show, as much as they were doing damage control PR, she admitted she didn't have stage 4 cancer. And people donated on the basis that she had stage 4 cancer. She shaved her hair. That means she premeditated her behavior. And for that lawyer that was saying, you see, if person by person, he can claim homicide on the angle of mental health. Excuse you. That you claim homicide does not mean you to be accepted. The question is, at the point where you pie the person, you know pie the person, you pie him. At the point where you pie the person, Was there a mental health established? If the answer is no, Ologberon, you go down. You go down. Is it that you plead guilty? If you plead guilty, probably you will get a lesser sentence. I have worked in criminal justice as a social worker, and I don't give law, but we write reports. It's not just as simple as I get mental health. Excuse you. For Scotland here, if you get mental health, you wala you abare incast yes, you abare incast yes. Pedo na form of mental health. It doesn't stop them from being put in Peter head. So all this you don't need to study law to know how things will swing. In a common sense, you don't need to study law to understand it. At the time when she come outside, come say I had stage 4. Then the next thing she come dey sing uwamo imiri uwamo imiri. She do that one. That's deception. Then the next thing, she carry Baba come. Plus he and the Baba on where they carry themselves together. She carry Baba on come begin the cut her to further establish her deception. And the next thing, she come outside, she put account number out. She carry account number, she put her outside. They need to do amputation. From the amputation, they want to know whether the thing don't spread. And you had a detailed second opinion report in your hands. And then the question also is, the person that she collected the report from, she put her message, she put her WhatsApp in disappearing message. Why did you do that? If you had nothing to hide, why did you do that? There's a lot of questions. You see that the phrase, all this, my mother is a law professor. Excuse you. Aki Oyebode is a seasoned law professor. We have a lot of law professors, not just your mother alone. We have a lot of law professors. And because you get law, I get uncle that was a deputy chief judge. His daughter is she's a lawyer. The knowledge of the father does not transfer to the child. Everybody go bear in papa name. You commit the crime, you will do the time. Aki Oyebode, that was my VC. It was my VC before I left. Aki Oyebode, what are we talking about? You can't say my mother studied law. Is a clinical professor in law. She been a fair babalola kinina your mamadi. Do you know how many seasoned law professors we have across Nigeria? Because your mother studied law does not mean you know law. And law, you don't need to study law to understand common sense. Even on those stories you were saying, oncology, I read on my father's oncology book when I was 11. Hello, how are you? You study oncology, he's shaking it. Even the social work I practice, there are bits of social work, adult service social work, there are bits of it I don't know, that I rely on extra knowledge. Even the children's services there are bits of children's services. Children's service is not static. There are some part of children's services that I still need guidance around. Nobody is a fountain of knowledge in any career. That's why you don't call anybody an expert. Look at the case of Shaking Baby here in the UK. The days of Shaking Baby. All the doctors, all those what say they call them now? Pediatricians that came and testified to Shaking Baby. They all got convicted because they wrongly convicted parents. They wrongly convicted mothers. Because the testimony they gave in court was seen as an expert witness. And when those mothers, when they then went and fought their case and won their case, those pediatricians that came and testified, they were all sued. They were all convicted for giving false information. That's why you don't call anybody. Nobody is an expert. With the years and experience of my career, I don't stand anywhere to say I'm an expert because I can never be an expert. can't come. I studied law. I read ecological. You can't use ChatGPT. You have to do PET CT scan. You have to do shekinika, imakio, imakario, kinika, and so. Kila ju. Don't mind the daddy that don't mind daddy freeze jare. He's not saying I used to listen to my mother when she's arguing law. I listened to her. My uncle, my late uncle, was a deputy chief judge. Any little thing when you talk, he go tell you Washewon. Washewon does not mean you go prison. I did school, I did university. No aluta wey they do behind my back. Now we dey sit down, they draft paperwork of aluta. But me, I know say they no born me well. Make I dey forefront of aluta because I know say I go share one. So before Kasala go boss for school, I don waka. All the key faces, student union, all of them. And na me go sit down as I be use my pen well. Na me go sit down, I go draft. Kinonkorukwe. I go draft a manifesto. We go draft am. 2 days before this thing, na so I don waka. Aluta Obama school on top waiting. Even the day where they kpai afin, Aluta Obama school. The day where they kpai afin, go and ask anybody for Osua. The day where they kpai afin, oyo buruku esugbo mimu. He no meet me for school. Because I know say my uncle na deputy chief judge. And the chief judge and the VC na my family friend. May they come see my name for inside. Say na wetin happen. Oh boy, leave all those level o. Boy, don't just come. Kinika, they do this. My uncle, my paternal uncle, you cannot study philosophy without studying Professor Bodroni. You cannot do African philosophy without referring to his contribution of philosophy. Does that mean I understand philosophy? Nah. Even his children, none of them do philosophy. Even if they do one, nobody, they don't have that depth knowledge. What are we talking about? We don't talk two things. My father studied medicine. Your father studied medicine. My mother is law kiniko. Everybody get lawyer, everybody get doctor for their house. If we check family now, we get lawyer, we get doctors. For my family, both father and mother side, professors plenty. Does that make me a professor? No. Daddy Freeze really needs to take a step back and start reflecting. This same Daddy Freeze, on the case of Hush Puppy. It was the one who was Babaji, he was Benny. And after you don't do everything, you can't come. I am sorry. You see, I did not know. Even the Hush Puppy apology, no apologize well. Then they say, I did not know that, you see, Hush Puppy, when I went to his house, I did not see any crime committed. Hello, how are you? Hush Puppy house, where we say you there for Dubai? Go and watch the video. Maybe you don't watch your videos back. Go and watch that video. Everything about Hush Puppy was screaming crime. Everything about Hush Puppy na crime. Toby Adegboyega, go and, I don't know, Pastor Toby, me, I don't see him checking it because you're always a PR for one Wiri. You're always a PR for people who say they are questioning, they are people of special concern. You can't come and you are trying to defend what is not defendable. Kilo shele. And then you now say, I'm a professional journalist and my platform is a fair. Excuse you, your platform is not a fair platform. If your platform was fair, you did not need to turn off your comment section. On the day you brought Blessing CEO, I was on that show. I requested several times to be added on the show. Why didn't you want people to be added? Why didn't you want us to ask questions? Even the question that people were asking, At the time, the lawyer was asking, you were gbawaju, you were gbeyin. Nurse come, he ask question, you gbawaju, you gbeyin. You gbawaju, you were gbeyin. You made sure that you sabotage that in that interview. You didn't let that particular show. You made sure people were not able to ask her the questions that were needed to be asked. Hence the reason why a case na the case of Orito ma jẹ Èkó. Oba lọ sí Katangora padà, ó yìí máa jẹ Èkó yẹn ṣáá ni. Na he carry am, na he give am that confidence and that effrontery wey she carry herself go Arise TV. And of course, Arise TV didn't do anything extraordinary. The questions you refuse to ask her, Arise TV drilled her, ask her those questions. And just in case, and like I said the other day, just in case you don't know, Andrew, the former prince, the one wey selling bread, the one wey we strip am off in birthright. Andrew Windsor Mountbatten, at the time wey they follow Jeffrey Epstein, everybody still dey look am with corner eye because there was no evidence to hold him. Even when late Virginia Giuffre carry picture come out, Andrew say na Photoshop. They were still trying to establish that case in court until he go do that interview on lórí BBC. He get the effrontery, he use taxpayers money take sit down do interview for inside palace. Basically he look us, he sit down inside a palace, look us, put middle finger for our face. He can't grant interview. Were you expecting BBC not to ask him question? All the question wey dey our mouth, wey dey our mind, wey we no fit, wey we dey ask, wey we dey do wuye. Now they ask am. That interview was what nailed him. And if they find him guilty for the case wey dey grant, if he's found guilty, ṣebí dey say orí ajé ò kì í ṣẹ̀wọ̀n, orí adé tí a ṣẹ̀wọ̀n á farabalẹ̀ ṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n tí ó sì nǹkan tó máa tẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ jáde. For the first time in the royal history, he's the first one to be arrested. He's been arrested and charged. Òun àti tani. He paid 12 million. He said he's not guilty, but he paid 12 million to Virginia Giuffre. You know, Duan, you paid. What did you pay the 12 million for? For seeing her before coming. That interview, now everybody dey gbejo. That BBC interview is still remains the point of reference. Now that interview now make everybody that he was their matron, I mean a patron, whatever they call it, all of them, everybody begin to distance themselves. On top that interview, the prince when he mama pie, a whole war veteran, he was not allowed to wear his ceremonial naval uniform. On top that interview, it was the instruction was he's a disgrace to the UK system and everything it stands for. Meanwhile, he is actually a war hero. He's to be celebrated. But because of the thing where he won't shop and the effrontery where he carry himself go do, he go BBC, he call BBC, come inside palace, come do interview. And you think BBC will not jump at it? As how? He could not wear his ceremonial, he could not wear his proud naval ceremonial uniform as a pensioner, as a war veteran. All he wore was just a decorative royal regalia. On top of all of that one no do. Before we know wetin dey happen, they debate am. They call him brother. Him brother chop egg for head because of am. Even him nephew sef dey begin dey shout, abi you know about the pedo level ni? Everybody begin dey distance themselves. Before we know wetin dey happen, they enter parliament, make decision. Before you know wetin dey happen, they comot prince. Na former prince former Obalola ni. He lost his birthright as a prince, and lost his birthright. He lost his birthright as a prince. He lost his birthright as a heir to the throne. On top all of that, now they say, oh yeah, that will never do. You go comot. Taxpayer cannot be paying. You have to live where you are staying. He comot the brother, his senior brother, since the guy don't enter throne, the guy never rest, because the shadows of his younger brother's behavior has been haunting him. He hunt am say even him daughter, they find out now say Eugenia have been a British, have been a Eugenia. They say that one don go 16 holiday. Part of the holiday where he go, and they say Jeffrey Epstein, say e be like say Jeffrey Epstein found few of them. If not be this Iraq wahala wey dey happen, they say they carry they say they gbejo, they dey on research right now. BBC and all the media, British media, they never get their time. When they go reason their case, that girl sef, the princess, e be like say the princess, they go comot am for im name. They never get their time yet, and you are not saying they cannot use social media, they cannot use clinical. As how? You're not meant. The problem I have with Blessing CEO is that she went to Arise TV to open herself to scrutiny. Who go scrutinize her if no be media? Who go scrutinize her? Babada the freeze Taloma scrutinize here. Tiba she media. You had that golden opportunity, but instead of you scrutinizing her, you hid her under your arms. You were busy laundering image. You were busy protecting her and selling deception to Nigerians. Even you yourself, you admitted, you said Nigerians are dragging you. And ask yourself, if your hands were clean, if you did your job as a professional journalist that you call yourself, would Nigerians be dragging you? Why are Nigerians applauding Arise TV? They ask questions. And just before people, they set her up. Excuse you. She was coming on national TV to come and give a story. Nobody is saying whether the story was lies or true at the time. But of course, Arise TV too, they are bound by code of ethics and practice. So they have the honors to invite a medical doctor and invite a legal practitioner to join them in and engage in a conversation. They have not done anything wrong. They just abide by their code of conduct and practice. Because whatever is shared on that national TV, whatever is shared on that TV is seen as what do they call it now? It's seen as factual, and it can either lead or mislead people. You now come, kineka, you see, when that family came, CMC, when he came, we would have just apologized, and people would have just forgot. They will just talk for a while. They will forget. Hello, how are you? We just talk for a while. She thief a whole house. That was how we got to know Blessing CEO. He thief a whole house. House will not be her own. He thief am. Even the house that she said she's in short, the person will get that property, make her advice una, make una carry and go court. Because that property that she said she's auctioning, that house that she claims she's auctioning, in case she Blessing don't tell us say she the rent. Say that house no be her house. They say the car, what be the name of that in French? Salamoris, Abina Saladoris. That one say the car na hired car. They say na lack where she dey stay. In case she Blessing don't talk, say he say even the wig where she said she the auction, he said those wigs do not belong to her. They are wigs. They are people that are she models. So the question is, in Kiruka Blessing Okoro, is that her real name? Because the level where we there now, we don't know when she dey lie. We don't know it doesn't seem like there's anything about her that is true. Person wey thief a whole cancer. How are we sure say in case she Blessing Okoro no be wetin she thief? How are we sure? How are we sure that she has not stolen the name that she's claiming to have? Do we really know the real identity of Nkechi Blessing Okoro? Do we know the real identity? Who is that person? Who is the person that has that name? You did not see medical report. You stole medical report. You forged signature, and you stole a diagnose. Person thief cancer. Of all things, you thief cancer. And at the freeze, in all of this, you are still defending. You can't, we need to establish, she needs to do tests, we need to establish, you see, there are 4 cases, there is forgery, there is kinikan, there is kinikan, there is a lay, there is a that the freeze. Now because they don't build rabbit hole around you and say they no go sue you, that family, they are Nigerians, forget about that family sef. Nigerians, if there are people on his under the freeze page that donated on the face platform that donated because of his misleading his videos, except you go and delete them. The video he did on the 28th of March, outright he stated it outrightly with his face and his voice. Victoria Yama and Samantha, they were in that video. He said, I am private to private information, and I can tell you for a fact that Blessing CEO has cancer. So he needs to come and shalaye. That means he encouraged, that means people, whoever donated, they are donating based on the integrity of his platform. Unlike QT Juice immediately QT Juice found discrepancies in the this thing. Immediately QT Juice advised the followers. What are we talking about here? You need to be accountable. That the freeze. You are an accomplice. Even the PR you did for Blessing CEO, that further shows that you're an accomplice. You can say you get committee in a set up committee. After your committee, then Blessing CEO go loot too. You won't go do chest x-ray. You won't go do stomach x-ray. You won't go do this clinical. Anybody can go and do any x-ray. Those are not biggie. Dr. Funke don't tell us. All those things are not biggie. What are we saying? And that family, make una go sue, make una sue every suebu around them, including that the freeze. If you have donated money through the freeze platform, you need to sue him. He's an accomplice. He misled his followers. He's a public figure. As a public figure, you have that honor to be accountable. Even me as a person on my platform, I was telling you guys this yesterday morning. We are now in a new day. Yesterday morning, I was telling you guys. Some people came to me, come and help me advertise. I know they talk with you. I know. If you come and advertise, you say, it is an Aprocos show. You can't collect, Aprocos advertise. Okay, fine, don't advertise. If they can't buy you, where will you say you got it? Of course, you're gonna call me out, and you have the right to do that. You can't be on the fence. That the freeze, you must take accountability. You must be accountable. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. Hush Puppy was busy talking nonsense and ready. You were there. You see, Hush Puppy's driver is even any more than your father. You were there insulting people. Meanwhile, you could see all over you that guy, everything around him screamed crime. Kilo shele. Anyway, we are waiting on Daddy Freeze. We'll wait and hear. Let us wait and see the miracle that he will perform. We are here. All of us will be here. Vivian, I'm sorry. I just did the other blow no vex. We go teach you Yoruba. No worry. Let me go and sleep. I could not avoid this Daddy Freeze stuff. Because initially when he started, he was talking around. I was like, no. This guy is not going to get away with this. He was still saying, we cannot establish until he ban, until you ban, test fellowship.